books, your religious book, Bible, Quran, and everything, and then come to me.
Okay.
And I read all of the stuff, and I came to my father, and I said that I'm so confused. And he just said to me that go to the beach and see how far you can see. And I said, okay. That I went to the beach and I see that I said that I saw far away. And he said, what did you see? And I said that the flat water is floating. And my father they asked that, did you see any curve? And I said, no. And he said, when you fly, he flew to the in many countries. He flew to Turkey, and he said that I flew, but I never seen the curve. And he said that simply that if you get rich one day in your future, fly as much as you up there and see that is a curve or not. If a curve, so is a sphere, the world. If not, is a flat. It's a little tricky
Wait,
because
Crit,
our
did you hear that?
water is a floating. Our the ocean water is a floating, but never it curved, never ever.
Facts,
And
bro.
it's very amazing that is a gravity that is a holding. If a gravity is holding much water, if you pour into the glass and you turn the glass and the glass you spill the water, right? And you put the water on the earth and the water cannot say is a gravity. It is a flowing. So how that volume of the water is stay on the earth. So maybe it's not curve, it's a flat. That's how I conclude.
Very nice. Guys, spam W's in the chat for Banat. That was amazing.
Yeah, your dad's a really smart, cool guy. I like your dad.
Yeah, W Dad.
Yeah, W dad, super dad.
But and I would like to see myself to surrounded you to get more educate myself
You're doing great,
as well.
man. You're doing a great job, dude. Honestly, big shout out to you.
I
Thanks.
love how his dad just said, go and check it out for yourself. I'm not going to tell you. You have to go and check it out. I could just tell you, but no, I'd rather you go and look at it for yourself. Awesome.
This is random. Like, are you an only child? Do you have siblings or anything? Or is it just you?
No, we are two brothers.
Are your
I have
siblings also kind of on the same?
yeah, I have sibling. I have an elder brother also, and who is working in Turkey. He got a business over there in Basra. That's a city.
Nice, nice. Well, I was just asking if they were also kind of flat earthers, also, or is it just you and your dad?
Okay.
You don't have to answer. What time is it over there?
It's a quarter to 3 p.m.
Oh, okay, nice, awesome, man. Cool. Well, hey,
Thanks.
listen. If you got stuff, we're just gonna keep cooking in the panel. If you have anything to add, we'd love to hear from you. Appreciate you adding in. Does anybody else have questions for Banat while they're here, or you guys want to cook Tenza some more? Tenza. Crit. I also did you catch him when he said it's a flat?
Yeah,
Have you
it's
been-
a flat. Yeah.
I don't know. It might be the language thing, but I did catch that. But yeah, big W's in the chat, guys. Make sure you throw a W in the chat for Banat. Honestly, that was some cool testimony there. And W Dad also.
Dude, I'm not gonna interact with you.
You just did.
Oh
was
man, that's such an ill.
Stop trying to bite our swag. Tenza,
swag, bro.
what would you say is like the biggest?
You want to talk to me? You want to get baited into a fucking argument with me?
Is he having a stroke or something?
Yeah, he's brain low IQ.
Hey, Tenza, you're such a bad actor,
You
Tenza.
might want to call 911, buddy. Time isn't on your side.
Hey, who hurt you? Tenza, was it me? Oh, it was me. Oh,
Oh, it was me, Budgie.
yeah, you're hurting.
Oh, Budgie.
I would be hurting if I got cooked by myself too. So,
Dude, you didn't fucking cook me. You didn't do fucking shit.
all right, we can.
Might as well just go and ban me from the room. You're
No,
such a
we're not.
fucking faggot, dude.
Okay,
Right,
well,
Just ban
just
me
get
from the
ready
room.
for
I
that.
don't want to be
Just
part of
get
this
ready for
bullshit.
that.
why you gotta
He's
take the
already
easy way?
said yes.
Why you
Mate, hit the button.
Why you gotta take the easy way out, bro? They gotta take the easy way out. That's crazy, man.
No, that's fine. Just take it as a W, dude. Got to take the easy way out. Fuck off.
My God, dude, such fucking vaginas, bro. Like, I can't believe it.
Why do they have to do that? Why not just go, get fucked, and then just walk out?
Yeah.
Because they want to go into another room and say, "Oh, the flat earthers banned me."
Why is that a badge of honor? I don't understand why they think that's like.
One day, just one day, one of these other roomies is going to come back in. How come you just banned our bro? And we're going to go, check this out. And Clipcord's going to step up and go, this is what your dumbass friend said. That's why he got expunged.
Hey, man. Huge shout out to our boy Clipcord. Yo, that's such a W. I love Clipcord. Pause. No. Did you guys know we gave him his name? You guys were probably there for that.
What was his name
It
before
used to
Clipboard?
Simpcord. It was Simpcord.
Ah, of course it was.
And well, we did that Fresh and Fit collab. We went to their server, and a bunch of people like Sonny and Wolfgang. There was like some OGs that went and represented 24/7 in the Fresh and Fit Discord. And Clipcord was in there, and I guess they have an issue with there. I guess there was somebody else in the past that was called themselves Simcord, and they thought Clipcord was that guy, and they banned him and stuff. So we got him to change his name because he was doing the clips and the videos and stuff. So I tried to get him to call himself like what was it, like the clip cupboard or something like that, and then we ended up with Clipcord. So shout out to Clipcord, man. Big fan, big fan. Let me look it up. Clip cupboard.
The original server's gone, right?
What do you mean the original server? Oh, the Fresh and Fit Discord.
Yeah.
Yes, it's deleted, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I thought because that the chemo dude isn't repping it anymore in his profile because Kino or whatever, the mod who really hated flat earthers.
Oh. From yeah. There were some guys over there that were like really salty about about the flat earth stuff. Yeah. But the server's gone. But they have like another server now. There was some drama and the server got deleted and whatnot, but there's another Discord now. But yeah.
It's like for guys who seem that they think women are the problem, they sure act like women.
Some of them, listen, like just like with flat earthers, they're just because you're a flat earther it doesn't give you a free pass. You're not just like automatically a cool guy
Yeah.
or anything just because you're a flat earther. But the same thing would apply to those guys also, like the red pill guys. Just because you're one of those bros doesn't mean you get a pass. Just in every, we found out when we went over there and tried to discuss another red pill subject like flat earth, and they got triggered. Not all of them, but some of them. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was like I would say most of them were pretty. Oh, you're a flat earther, cool, bro. But yeah, there's like one or two of them who just went and like, just bananas.
Mm-hmm. I remember. Good times, man. Good times. Maybe one of these days they'll have more of an in-depth discussion on FNF, and if they do, I'll let you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, for a little while there, we were working on trying to get someone on the show that's a flat earther, and it seemed like they were inclined to have someone who's got a media presence, which isn't me. It's not really a lot of it. We don't have YouTube channels, and we're not like, got big followings and stuff. So, but who does in our community? It would be potentially like a Dave Weiss, who's got a YouTube channel, media presence, or maybe
video.
Mark Sargent, or a Witsit. And Witsit was like pretty dead set, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to go on there and stuff like that. And I do think Witsit could potentially be a good candidate, but it's like he's a bit of a loose cannon, I think, maybe. I don't know. I would rather have like someone like Indio go on there, but I mean,
They've had alternative people on there. Like they had that dude Destiny.
yes.
Okay, so like what the fuck? So they'll platform someone like Destiny, but then they're like, oh, but flat earthers.
Well, they're not necessarily inherently against flat earthers because they'll bring on like John Zerka, and Zerka will just go on there and be like, "The Earth is flat, space is fake, da da da," and they don't shut it down or anything. And even the producer Chris, who if you guys are in the chat, I'm always posting gifs of Chris. He's the flat earther. That's part of the crew. And so yeah, they don't shut down the topic necessarily, but it's like and also Myron they're like he's kind of a fan of Destiny as well, so they'll bring him on. But yeah, they just want people to have a media presence. It's like no one knows me. I don't have a media presence. So if they just brought me on, how would they know that I'm not just going to spurg out and just do something crazy? You know what I mean? We're live. So I can understand where they're coming from, where they want to have you, they want to see you in action and have you have a history of behaving a certain way and that type of thing. So it would need to be someone like a Witsit or kind of Witsit would be probably one of the better candidates to actually go on the show. But man, imagine the super chats. Hey, Witsit, tell us about the 24 hour sun. Like, oh, here we freaking go, dude. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about it at this point. We still got John Zerka. But anyway, I see people popping in. Just want to welcome everyone to the panel. We're gonna cook for a little bit, guys. It's early for me at least. So we got Yapendos. Congratulations on the bottom slot. We got T. T's probably gonna say what up in the chat. Hopefully, WT. We got T Dub. Bro's making some fantastic points lately. Really liking T Dub's vibe recently as well. Bro seems like he's been in a good mood. He's having a good time, but also very sharp with his questions and points. So shout out to T Dub. Resolve is here. Pure rigor. Crit, what'd you do? What did you do to Pure rigor, bro?
Oh yeah. I told him that he was basically a gossip drama queen.
Pure rigor. You're gonna take that, dude? You're gonna let Crit talk to you like that?
He's gonna take it like a man.
What's the point? You're just gonna ban me if I say anything or kick me.
No, we're not. No.
I ain't here to argue, man. I'm here to see the topic, listen to the discussion. I don't want to insult people and all that dumb shit, man. I don't want to do.
Dude, the Tenser guy, we kept him around. Like one of the hard rules is don't mute people, especially moderators, and he had me muted. And we kept him around anyway because I'm like, yeah, whatever, fuck him. He's trying to get banned, so let's not give him what he wants. Let's have him work for it. So is that your goal? Is your goal we compared him to Deadly because the guy Deadly, he comes in here, and it's not just here; it's all the channels, all the guest channels. He'll go in there and say he's ready to debate. Then he'll basically just talk himself into a ban and then mark on his account Deadly Unlimited Debater, 287 wins to 0 or something like that. And that's his life now. And it's a sad, lonely life at the top. So, yeah, is that what you're looking for? Are you looking to be like, oh, I won the debate, oh, look at me? Or are you just here to figure some shit out? Let's do it. Let's do it together.
Oh, you're talking? Is that directed towards me?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I thought I just made myself clear. No, man, I don't give a shit about debating. It's not my thing. I like discussing
That's
and
exactly
learning.
what I said. Yeah. Like, are you here
Yeah.
for what? Figure it out.
And not insulting people and jumping on. Yeah, I'm not into that. I don't want to go back and forth with you. I have no interest.
Rand.
All right, so I'm back. So yeah, paper. Dude, it's cool, bro. Honestly, I think a little bit of
Yeah.
beef also builds camaraderie as well. You know?
Oh, I got no hard feelings. I'm just trying to, I'm not here for the debate. I'm not here to argue any of that stuff. There's so much of this topic I need to learn that I don't fully understand, right? So I just, that's it. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue a lot of points that some people probably know much better than me, and have to like go by a script. I have no interest in that. I just like hearing the discussion.
Hey, bro, that's cool. What can we help you? What do you feel like you're confused, or where can we help you?
Oh, it's mostly learning the science of it and the math. Learning the formulas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Becoming more familiar with them.
I got to get my soundboard out. Honestly, like that was a good time to hit the record scratch. Science. Like I'm getting the soundboard out. I'm sorry, but science. Do you feel like you have a like if someone asked you to define science, do you feel like you could do that?
I mean, there's the process, right? I mean, yeah, maybe, sure.
Okay, go ahead. What is science?
Oh, I don't want to do this. This is going into debate, man.
No, it's
That's
not
what I
debate.
just said. Yeah, this is. I don't want to debate. This is like the avenue to debate. Break everything down. Yeah.
This is the avenue to learning.
I understand how science works. I've heard it like 100 times.
Okay,
how people come in and like, all right, what's a hypotenuse and what's this and second law, third law, everything. All right.
Yeah. Well, just bro. you said you want to learn. We can help. I'm going to teach you. Don't get offended. We're not trying to debate you. You're on our team, right? So, but we want to train you up. So if someone else comes in here and they're like, "Yeah, but the science," you just ask them what science is. You need.
Yeah, I don't want to debate them. I don't.
No, it's fine. But this is for your own benefit. So.
I just want to learn the science and the math behind everything, become more familiar with it, and understand it better for myself. Not to like convince people that don't want to be convinced or like win arguments. That's not what I'm in the community for. I just kind of want to understand it better and maybe potentially be able to learn more from take away more from it than just gotcha, motherfucker.
Yeah. I hear you, bro. Jedi, you want to tell them a little bit about science?
Oh, Jedi's good. Jedi's good. Listen to him. He's good.
Yeah,
He's a smart motherfucker.
I posted a bit of a citation in the side chat. Basically, what it says is to produce knowledge about the natural world, scientists currently use a particular method. That's the scientific method. This method is based on observation and hypothesis, which is tested through experimentation. Scientists may formulate a law and/or a theory, both of which explain things about the natural world. So that's basically all that science is. It's a method we use to figure out things about the world. That's all.
Listen, I'm not even trying to be the science guy, but I have some understanding of what science is and what it isn't. And that's important to know. Because you'll get people come in here and they're like, you flat earthers are denying science, or science proves it's a globe. All you have to do, most times, like 9 times out of 10, you just go, what is science? And then just watch them fumble. So we can definitely help you peer rigor. It's gonna be cool. But how long you been looking into this subject? Was it a couple weeks, couple months, couple years?
I'd say a year and a half. Yeah, about a
Okay.
year and a half. So my little brother came to me. My younger brother came to me about a year and a half ago, like to the family. He's like, "Oh, fucking Earth's flat," blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Oh shit, this fucking kid." All right, well, let's see. So I broke it down for him. And along the way, it was he just kept probing me after he'd watch a YouTube video, right? And I'm like, "Well, this guy's a fucking retard. Doesn't know he's talking." Well, sorry for my language, but a lot of them had absolutely no clue what they were on about, and I just break it down. So then, when I started trying to explain it to them, I started looking for myself, and I'm like, wait, this shit doesn't add up. And then everything started falling apart. And I realized I could argue it to them, but I'd just be kind of lying to them. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is my younger brother. I can't just lie to him.
Mhm.
So I ended up at the conclusion where it's like, well, it's got to be relatively flat, just from perspective alone, and not matching up with curvature. And that's where I just found myself. Well, fuck.
This shit again. Every freaking time. W little brother though. Go ahead.
You can say the word retard now. Trump signed an executive order that you can use the word retard because the retards are out of the office. And now you got something normal in there.
I wish that was true.
It's one of the executive orders he signed that you can use the word retard.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to believe that.
No, I'm dead serious. Like some of the problematic language that had been removed over the last couple of years, he signed an executive order saying these words are no longer problematic.
Nice.
You're being serious?
Yes, I'm dead serious. Yeah. Retard was one of the words.
Nice. W Trump, dude.
Right on.
Honestly, are there any... Go ahead.
Another one he signed was on dating profiles. If men have to list their height, women have to list their weight.
Dude, that's accurate. There's no way.
Brilliant.
Honestly, that needs to be a thing. That needs to be a fucking thing. That's fucking funny.
Oh dear.
They're not going to put their weight on there, bro.
Can Trump come over to our country and be our prime minister for a bit? Because we've got a fucking idiot in parliament at the moment. My God.
Just wait a couple years when he's finished here. We'll send him over your way.
If you could, that'd be great.
Dude, they list their weight crit. That was a good one, dude. That's funny. But they're not going to try to do that shit, bro. They're like, list my weight. How dare you? All right, so... And we are live. Liam, welcome to the panel. Toxicita. Is this your first time? You've been here before? Guys, can Liam hear us? Liam, you are breathing. We can hear you breathing. Can anybody hear me?
Actually, none. So she didn't choke it out, though.
Yep, you're good, CB. Liam is just
Okay.
super quiet if he's talking.
He's hot micing like a beach. We hear you breathing, bro. I'm just gonna pop him on mute for now.
How did you hear me? I put you on mute. Did you think a mute button was gonna stop me from hearing you? That's its intended purpose, yes. No. You got a mic.
Too good. I'm gonna message him and tell him that he's welcome to speak. Just send us a message. All right. What about Hey Yoka Dance? Have we talked to them yet? Hey Yoka.
Don't think I've ever heard him speak, mate.
This is the first time I've seen them in the panel. So, welcome. If you want to chime in, we'd like to hear from you. Hey Yoka Dance. You are up. Hey Yoka Dance. You are up.
Dance, monkey.
Exactly. Low-key facts. We'll give them a second to come to the mic. There's also Booger Smoker. It's a hell of a name. I think we spoke before to them, right? Booger Smoker?
That Hayoga Dance, I'm going to throw it out there and suggest that that's an account that's been created to get around a ban or to be a ban evasion. Because, yeah, that's sus. I just fucking smell bad.
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's one that I got.
It's really scary how these little skills you can pick up through Discord. You know, like when you can tell someone's trolling or acting, or like someone can just breathe the wrong way and you're like, oh, I know who this is. You know what I mean? It's these weird skills that I did not think that I would be able to leave here with. But some of you guys have picked up on these as well, like that, like being able to detect a troll or a sock account, or just someone's voice, you know, like, or their tendencies. So they could comment on like 500 different sock accounts, but we sort of still know who it is. Think of like PPD. What was it?
The public defender, PD.
PD.
Yeah, the public defender.
They had like hundreds of accounts, but every time they join, we'd be like, oh, they don't even have to talk. I know who that is. You know, so it's it's interesting. One thing I'd like to see happen that may or may not happen is just crossing paths with somebody that we've interacted with in the panel, like in real life.
Like Matthew?
Yeah, you're like, oh, wait. Well, I've seen his face, so I would be like, oh, shit, that's Matthew. But like someone's voice, if you heard their voice and you're like, wait a minute. You know, I haven't had that happen. I think we're all kind of spread out. But it would be cool to cross paths with someone and be like, wait a minute, I know you. You know, based off your voice alone. So I've only met one person from this community. Sunny, actually. That was cool. But that's it. I've never been to any meetups or anything. Not opposed to it, though. Welcome, Majin, also. I see you just popped in. Majin. You should chime in more, dude. Honestly. You got the, is that Levi? You got the Attack on Titan profile picture.
Yo,
Pretty
yeah,
sure.
I'm quite often on my phone or on my laptop, so I don't chime in. But yeah, how's it
W.
going?
Oh, we're chilling, bro. I've talked about Attack on Titan in here so many times. Is that Levi or am I tripping?
Yeah, it's Levi. Yeah, there's another guy who mentioned that the entire story is kind of like a flat Earth story in the way that like there's a wall, or maybe that's like one of the lesser ones. But there's quite a lot of like name conventions and stuff that refer to old Norse mythology and things like that, and it's all like tied in.
Who was that? You can remember who was doing that?
I think it was Raised by Goats, the English film.
Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I've talked about it a lot. I think it's fascinating. Actually, you know what? We can go into it a little bit since it's kind of quiet. Let me grab a couple screenshots real quick. I think this shit is W. The show is really good, honestly. For people that like, if you're like, oh, anime, that's weird. I think this show could probably change you, low key. It changed this girl I was dating. When we first met, she was like, I had just some anime playing in the background on the TV, like muted, and she was like, ew, like, what is this? Yeah, I don't do anime. That makes me tired. She was like talking shit to us, right? Fast forward a couple months in, we've been hanging out and stuff, and we're watching Attack on Titan. I look over, and this bitch is crying. She's literally crying. Levi or Majid, if you remember the scene where, well, I can't go too in depth on this, but freaking Irvin, like, he's like, me and my soldiers, we never falter, we never fail, we charge in, we do what we need to do, right? It's like giving a speech, and then they go on and do their thing, and I look over and she's freaking crying, bro. I'm like, yeah, got this bitch. I converted this bitch.
I can see both sides, because there's certainly shows out there that are just airy-fairy and they're just completely over the top, but Attack on Titan, it always gripped me as being just like more story-centric. And it's just like lesson after lesson after lesson. You can, and the thing that sticks with me with that show is that there's no like one good guy. There's like every single character has like a grey area where they have to like overcome some sort of heinous act that they have to do to protect, you know, to protect their integrity in many ways. But the story itself, like you say, is just yeah. There's some really weird themes that they tackle that aren't like things you see in other shows. That's why I think it is quite interesting in terms of like the flat Earth question.
Well said. Well said. They do tackle some interesting angles that like is kind of difficult to even describe with words, and I think they do an amazing job at, and they hit a lot of different notes. So yeah, and you're right about the like there are some shows that give anime a bad rap where it's just like panties and weird shit, stuff like that. But then there are some shows that are more serious and more pointed. And I think Attack on Titan is most certainly one of them. So if you're questioning or you're bored, you got time, you want to give a show a shot, this could be a good one for you, especially if you're already a flat earther. So I posted in the chat there a meme that I created. It says Attack on Titan, and this shows like a small map of kind of the starting point of the story. So chat, if you're listening right now, take a look at the chat. I'm going to repost this map one more time. This is, like I said, kind of like the starting where the story begins. You have a civilization that lives within these walls. In that center there, you can see it says capital. So this is where like the king lives and the government is and things like this. They're in the center, most protected. Then you have a wall there. Then you have, another area where kind of like the middle class lives and the lower class and stuff like that. And another wall. And outside of that wall, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like these titans, these giants there. So the walls kind of protect them from this outside dangerous area. And so there's the main characters. The story kind of starts off, and the main characters, they had found this book, which I'll post here in the chat. They found this book that describes a world beyond the walls. And here is just a small screen grab of the book. It says, they're reading it. So it says, look, there's water and land made of ice, fields of sand, right? So they're describing deserts and, like icy places like, like Iceland or Antarctica or whatever, and water. They've never even seen an ocean. An ocean's like unheard of, basically. So this book describes a world beyond the walls. And so the main characters decide that they are going to join the military, who does expeditions outside those walls. And so right away, you can see sort of a comparison between, like, even on the globe, for example. I posted the meme there where it's like the globe equals this map. So to leave the globe, you and now enter a dangerous area, right? Why is it dangerous? Well, it's hard to live out there. You need certain technology, you need certain equipment to actually even venture out there. And so that's one theme there also. And I would also say this applies to Flat Earth too, where we have our little known area, our little countries here, countries there, and welcome Chance also. Welcome. Or is this your first time here, or you've been here before? Chance. We can hear you breathing. Go ahead.
How did you hear me? I put you on mute. Did you think a mute button was gonna stop me from hearing you? That's its intended purpose, yes. No. You got a mic.
All right, Chant, bro, just chime in when you're ready. I'll keep cooking on the Attack on Titan stuff. So, yeah, we have our known world, but venturing outside of that could be difficult, right? Even exploring Antarctica and going out there, it's not necessarily easy to do, right? It's dangerous for many reasons. How much resources, how much fuel, food, how long can you go, how cold is it, how long can you survive, etc. So right away, there's this theme that is sort of analogous to reality. Leaving this place is challenging, number one. And where do we go from here? So, I think flat earthers are kind of similar to the main characters, where we're, again, like for the globe example, that's another reason why I made the globe equals this map, is the people on the globe, they basically put a playpen around you, around your mind. This is it, folks. There's nothing else to explore. There is no outer anything, right? Where, as a flat earther, you might have gone down some rabbit holes where people have talked about other ponds or different things outside of this known area, which may or may not be true, but I'm sure some of you have heard of this before. So we're kind of like the main characters, where like we're potentially curious about what's beyond our known world. So right away, that's like one of the first themes they get into. Another theme that I'll talk about is how they get to a point in the show where they felt like one of these walls had a gap or some damage or something, because some of these Titans, they thought there was an issue, right? So what they did was they sent two military camps around the perimeter, different directions. One went one way around and one went the other way around. Well, I think that's actually a good idea, and that would be a really fascinating mission to take on in this world. and we often talk about the Antarctica being like kind of like around us in some way, whether that's a circle or some irregular shape. It doesn't matter. But I would like to know if it actually does encompass us all the way around, or are there any gaps? Is there a way through somewhere, under, over, whatever? I would like to know that, but that would be a hell of a journey to embark on. So yeah, that's another thing that they hit on. But yeah, man, it does go really deep, and also the idea of titans or giants. So if you've been a flat earther for a while, you might have gone down that rabbit hole where people talked about giants and stuff, and I think that itself is pretty fascinating too. Maybe you've come across like the giant trees and stuff like that, right? So I know that doesn't come up a whole lot. You heard of that before, Equalast in the game? Maybe not. But yeah. So if you haven't seen Attack on Titan, bro, you honestly should go watch it. It's really, really good. So super good show. Highly recommend. Attack on Titan. Yeah. Shit's fire, bro. Honestly. I have another.
It transcends the anime genre. If anyone's curious, don't think of it as an anime. It's just like it's proper story.
Yeah, it's just animated. You know what I mean? I agree. Yeah. Think of a really good story. Let's say me and some people in this panel, we came up with like a really good story. We could either go and hire actors to try to make it live action, or we just animate it. And so, yeah, it's not the traditional anime, which is like, weird and whatever. It's actually, like he said, it's a good story that just happens to be animated. So, very, very good. It touches on even the what are those ships called? Like this. Remember there was a Crit. Airships. Yeah, Crit might know some more about this too. But yeah, they get into that.
Airships over to the North and South Poles. I could be wrong.
Probably.
There's a channel on YouTube, Lucius Aurelian, that covers a lot of the old, like Admiral Byrd and all those missions. Apparently they were taking airships up to the North Pole and stuff at some point, but I don't know.
Yeah, and then what happened? They stopped. Like, why don't airships exist today? So that's a whole other rabbit hole. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that one Hindenburg disaster sort of just like shut it off, right? It's, oh shit, this is too dangerous now. We better cut it off, boys.
Yeah, a whole nother conspiracy. So yeah, bro. I need to go finish that show. I don't think I actually finished it. It's like done now, right? Pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to go finish it. Honestly, I don't think I've completely polished off the rest of the show, but it is fucking really good. But let me grab it. Yeah, let me grab this. I have a whole channel in my server called Anime References. So let me just put one more thing in here. This is... Okay. This is from Hunter or Hunter X Hunter, if you've ever heard of that before, chat. But I only post this to show how we have this like known world, that blue circle with the countries. That's kind of us, basically, right? There's a known world, and then what's beyond that is like, who's to say? We don't know really what's beyond our known world. There's an unknown world out beyond that, right? And so it shows. That's why I love anime, because they get so creative, and they can kind of highlight things like this. Now, whether there's monsters and stuff like that out there, that may be possible, may be true. I don't know. That doesn't have to be, but it just goes to show that like what's out there is completely unknown. And so I think that we do live in a very large place, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. Let me post one more thing, because you'll see flat earthers post this. Let's see. We have a girl in our chat that will post this all the time, and I don't like it. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like it at all. Oh shit! Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Personally, this is not how I look at reality. Now, if that's true, I don't have any problem with that inherently. Totally fine if that's what it is. But it just doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't sit right with me that it's just this little water, couple countries, and then it's just ice forever, or just ice, hella ice, Like I said, if that's true, that's fine. No, I don't take any issue with it. It's just, I don't know. I don't think that's the case, right? I would not be surprised if there was some more crazy shit beyond that. Kind of. Maybe not exactly like the one posted above with his monsters and stuff, but like, I don't know. I just think it's a super big place. And, mysteries abound out there. So that's where Attack on Titan is really fascinating, because there is a world outside those walls, and then it's a lot, there's a lot out there, and then there's like some mysteries and things that come up, and so, I think it would be cool to have like a Flat Earth Navy SEALs group who was willing to go out and explore more, but it's like this world is not set up for that yet. Even like the final experiment stuff was some bullshit. They just went to like a little patch of ice and then came back, Can somebody, T in the chat says, can somebody astral project beyond Antarctica and tell everybody else over there? Yeah. That'd be funny. I'd like to know, personally.
Well, I was thinking about stars and ground positions, and does every star have a ground position? And then what's the ground position of the Southern Cross if you're in Antarctica and you can see the Southern Cross in the southern sky? So where's that ground? Does that have a ground position somewhere way past Antarctica? If you can see it in the south, you know what I mean?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah. Yeah, fascinating stuff.
Yeah, does every star have a ground position all the time somewhere? So, yeah, that would be interesting. Like, if you can see... so where's this ground position if it's south of Antarctica? On a globe, it would be in outer space, I guess. I don't know. But who knows what the stars are? What they do and all that. It's like, I don't know. It's too big to comprehend for us on the ground.
Perhaps. Yeah, but I see what you're getting at, though. Like, what if there's other GPs outside of our known area that go with the stars? Yeah, I mean, exactly. I'm gonna post some other maps also from other different shows, and I want you guys to look for the theme here. What is the theme of these? Every time it's, well, here's our known world. And what's beyond that is kind of like, it's never really defined.
Yeah. I like that map. The upside down one, that's interesting. Look at that.
Which one? The first one, the middle one, or the lighter
blue? The one where you got Australia at the bottom upside down. That's a good one.
I forget which show that's from. That might actually be Hunter x Hunter or something. I think that might be Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, that is. It's Hunter x Hunter's map. And then you have the other one is the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, really?
The other two. Yeah, those are the other two. The top and the bottom is Avatar: The Last Airbender. So
beautiful artworks. regardless.
They are. That is so true,
Yeah.
dude. So true. And let me post one more. This is another show. This is a little zoomed in, and then this is like slightly zoomed out. But regardless, it's never fully zoomed out. It's where you can see more than the known area. So every time they're just posting, here's our known world. But what's beyond that, we don't know. It's Hunter x Hunter. This one with all the monsters is like where they actually even start to try to depict what's beyond that. Okay, sorry, I just switched mics there for a second. But yeah, so the theme is we have our known world, and then what's beyond that is kind of not known. What the Hold on, let me check my mic real quick. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I got one more. This is from another show I really enjoyed called Hell's Paradise. If anyone's seen it, shout out to you. But basically, they had these people living in Japan, and they had heard of this island that was shrouded in mystery. And what they would do is they would take prisoners and send them to the island and try to get information about the island. But really, when they sent the prisoners, no one really came back. And so, I mean, you can see how it has the island, but outside of that, I mean, you can see like the monsters there again. Honestly, this one's not as relevant as some of the others, but the show was pretty deep, and I had another screenshot here from the show that I want to post. That this when this happened in the show, it sort of struck me, because I think a lot of us feel the same way about this world. Because you can see here it says this island most likely has a creator, and that's kind of how I feel about Flat Earth also. I mean, you can see the name here, Creation Bear. I think this place was created, and I won't go too into detail of the show Hell's Paradise, but I do think it's funny to point out the monster theme again. Why does this seem just random that there's ideas of Loch Ness monster and like big sea monsters and stuff like that? I mean, maybe there's some truth to it. I don't know. But bro, could you imagine being out in the ocean somewhere and seeing some giant fucking sea monster? Dude, that would fucking freak me out. Or titans or something, So we don't know where we are. I think a lot of us we go through life we go to work, go to school, go to sleep, go to work, go to school, go to sleep. And we don't even sit and consider where we are, what this place is. What are we doing here? What is the purpose of this place and stuff like that, and what's beyond our known area? So for these are some reasons why I can really appreciate some of these anime shows, is because they make an attempt at trying to illustrate the potential of like what's out there, and whether it could be just complete cap and just bullshit, but I can appreciate the effort nonetheless. So it's fascinating.
Enoch, there are creatures at the ends of the earth called behemoths, and the creatures under the ocean called leviathans, giant creatures. Yeah, it's in Enoch though.
Fascinating. See, I mean, I don't know. I'm not so close-minded where I think it's just, that's not possible. As much as I might shit on like the Bigfoot or something, maybe there's some truth to that or truth to the Loch Ness Monster or whatever. Maybe not, but I don't know, dude. Who's to say what's out there? And then what out there even means. But when they show you like the ice, to me that's like shutting down all it's like, oh, don't think about it. Oh, go out where? It's just ice. You don't no need to explore anything. You know, I don't know. I just don't buy this depiction of flat Earth where it's just dome, ice, and that's it. And like I said, if that's true, that's fine. I don't take any inherent issue with it. It just, I'm a little more open-minded, like maybe there are some sea monsters and shit. You know what I'm saying? So welcome Kiwi as well. I see you just popped in. Yeah, we're just cooking.
Good day, brothers and sisters. Hope all is well.
Yes, sir. We're just all of us here observing level. So,
Good day to you, sir.
Oh my. Daz, CB. Good to hear from you guys.
Facts.
Of course, everybody. I see a lot of people in here. I'm not going to do a roll call, but it's good to see y'all.
Do it. No, I'm just kidding. I see Fry's here as well. Fry, welcome.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Fry?
We're just chilling.
We talked to another Indian guy earlier, Banat. Is that your neighbor, or?
Yeah, it's mathematically impossible for us to be neighbors.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just trolling. Oh, man.
I did see him in another VC. Forgot his name. He's a flat earther, right?
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you a globe earther in 2025? Do you feel like is it let me ask you like a pointed question here. Is it that the flat earth is confusing and you don't understand it, or the globe is very strong for you? It's like a strong evidenced thing.
It's a bunch of things, man. It's a bunch of things. Honestly, here's the thing, right? I feel like I'm not even at a baseline where most flat earthers begin. Because I think most flat earthers, even before they, I think they're already at the moon landing's fake and all that jazz. But to me, even that's unfathomable. So.
Wait, so you're a moon landing believer?
Oh, dude, I'm a full-on glober, man.
No, but that's not exclusive to flat earthers that they don't believe in the moon landing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because listen, I believed in the globe very strongly. Like, I watched all the space documentaries. I would have my Xbox, I would just open YouTube and have space photos and stuff just playing all night long. I would just let it sit on my TV and watch it, and I was into it. But I was never into the moon landing. I always thought that was bullshit. Always.
That's crazy. How does that happen? How does that work?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's not even exclusive to flat earthers, where there's tons of globe earthers, people who definitely believe in the globe. They don't.
There are way many, I think, moon landing deniers than there are flat earthers. I think I could be wrong, but.
So what would you say to those people? Like, they believe in the globe, but they think the moon landing is trash.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm not even, to me, even that's, completely out there. So, you began where, my destination, doesn't, it's just completely different worlds, my friend.
Damn, bro. Honestly, you might be kind of cooked if you still believe in the moon landing. That is just crazy. I mean, there's a lot of ways to take it down. But why do you believe in the moon landing? Like, we can just get a little into that. Why do you feel it's so strong or true?
Oh, man. it just doesn't make sense for like I think other countries would have called out on the bullshit.
Oh my
Of the big ones.
god. I hate when people
Okay,
say that.
hang on. Okay, wait. See, we have a question for you. So when you say you don't believe in the moon landing, are you also denying that we placed something on the moon? I mean, I'm talking before you believed, like, the Earth is flat.
Yeah, okay, so before I believe the Earth was flat, did I think we
Mhm.
placed something on the moon? Nah.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
there would
did
have to
think.
be. I'll say very quick. There'd have to be land in the sky in order for us to actually put something on it. Go ahead, CB.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But he's asking though, Kiwi, before you knew there was no land in the sky, because I definitely thought the moon was a rock before, like just like you do. I
Yeah.
was like, oh well, it's like yeah, it's like a rock. But it was like going there, like they went there in like 19 whatever and like shitty technology, like fuck no. So no, I didn't think they did anything like that.
So,
But
okay, have
now
you?
I'm like,
What?
there's no land up there, so I don't look at the moon and think, oh, that's like a piece of land that you could go to, type shit.
Right. But okay, but you must have come across the laser argument,
Oh
right?
my god. Yeah. There's like a laser freaking reflector. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, that's cap, bro.
Really? How's
Come
that?
on, bro. What is even
Wait,
the
so
story about that? How did that even get there? Like,
they
what's the
place it there,
story on
no?
that?
I mean, okay, so
What?
so let's say okay, so here's what I'm saying, right? Let's say they lied about sending people up there. They definitely could have just sent like a rover or like whatever the fuck, and it just placed a bunch of panels on the moon, and they sort of know where it is. So because I mean they're definitely bouncing off something from the moon, right? And I
Nah.
mean you can do it. People do it all the. I mean you can do it yourself. I mean, I don't know if you knew that, but like I'm talking about, you would have to really turn back time and think about what you really thought. But I mean, I've sort of, I mean, I don't know. I've only sort of known you can bounce stuff off of the moon, even with like amateur lasers. I think I saw it like in a show somewhere, but yeah, and to me that's like, I mean, maybe like some part of me can sort of see how there's a chance that the moon, like sending people up to the moon might have been bullshit, but they 100% placed something there, man. It's just yeah, I mean, because the
No
laser thing
way.
is too strong. And also like again I mean, I know you rolled your eyes at that, but other countries also agreeing to it sort of.
Yeah, again, I don't think the moon. There's no land in the sky. That is something I've been saying for a while. There's no land in the sky, so you can't. It's like trying to place a flag on a rainbow, right? Like I'm not
No, I
trying to
mean I'm
say the
talking about
moon
way
is.
like before you were a flat earther though. I mean that's what
Yeah,
this.
I get it. But I definitely, it's not like I had
I mean
any
that's
other option to believe something else before I was a flat earth. It's not like they presented to you two options. Dude, when you were raised, it was a globe, or moon is a thing, period.
fair.
There was no, it wasn't like, okay, you can either think this or this. It's like, here's the globe, that's it.
Mhm.
So I didn't have any other choice but to believe that. So but also welcome
Sure.
Siron, and yeah, feel free to chime in. Daz, what the hell is that, bro? What the fuck is
But you
that?
can get a laser apparently that has a range of 250,000 miles. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
that sounds
crazy though.
bad.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's a few, you could get a few, like maybe, I don't know, 20 kilometers or something, but 250,000 mile laser, give me a break.
Damn.
So that means the moon is like 20 miles away, does it? Okay, cool.
That's a good point, honestly. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
The range of that laser is like 10 miles, so the moon's 10 miles away. Yeah, probably not.
Let me look
But
this
whatever
up.
you
Hang
reckon.
on.
Shit.
I actually have never thought about that, so that's a good point. Man, you guys bring up questions that I've actually never thought of before. That's why I like to come in here.
Well, that's good, bro. The least you can do is think. Honestly, that's the way I look at it. It's like the globe kind of just falls apart upon investigation. So all you need to do is investigate it. It's like taking a sweater with a loose thread and you pull the thread and you start unraveling the sweater. That's kind of how it works. But what the thing is, people don't investigate their worldview. They just take it on faith and they move on. So go ahead, Kiwi. So you wanted to chime in there, and also welcome Upgraded.
I was going to say, it's like you cut off that thread and it all falls apart. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it's like a piece of paper, or it's like a piece of toilet paper and a couple spritzes of water, and it starts to disintegrate. That's how the globe is. You just gotta start investigating, and it just falls apart. Welcome, Upgraded. Is this your first time here, or been here before?
A long time ago, no doubt.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. What do you think about the moon landing, bro? It's what kind of we're talking about right now.
I think it happened, but that's...
Oh, shit.
I'm not an expert. I'm not an astronaut.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was thinking about is like those poor astronauts. Did they have a chance to go to the bathroom when they were gone for all that time? And if so, where did they go? Like, really? Chugga chugga, is that a thing?
That's convenient, isn't it?
The suit. Right,
convenient that you're not an astronaut, not a scientist. Yeah, that's convenient for them. Are you saying that you've got no way to verify what they tell you? No way to authenticate anything that they say? It wouldn't matter if you were an expert, man. You still wouldn't be able to authenticate or verify anything they tell you.
There you go.
You stole that. Okay, moon landing. That's wild. So, Upgrade. Would you have you been involved in this discussion, this topic, a couple weeks, couple months, couple years? How long you been involved in the flat Earth, globe Earth stuff?
Not too often. Basically, right now it's 11:22 a.m. where I live, and when I take a break, I show up to these nice, cool chats, and I listen quietly. Generally.
So, couple years, couple months,
I go a couple months. How's that?
Okay, gotcha. I was just curious.
That's fine.
That's cool. So, do you feel like when it comes to the globe, that's something you understand a lot, a little, or you're still learning about the globe?
I would say I know very little.
Okay, that's honest. What about the flat earther's position? You feel like you understand the flat earther's position a lot, a little, or is that something you're still learning about?
On the same level, because, yeah. I mean,
sorry, one more time.
They don't really come to debate or cause or anything. It's more just to listen to people chat, and that's about it, really.
Okay. Well, we're doing a no listening panel tonight, so glad you could be here. I'm just trolling. I'm joking. But I actually think that our position isn't readily available for most people. So I think it's good for people to come here because you can at least hear it from the horse's mouth. If you go to YouTube and search Flat Earth, you're not going to get our position. They're going to start giving you, pizzas in space and crazy shit that it couldn't be farther from what we say here. So we're glad you could join us, but we're not even here to recruit you or get the numbers up or anything like that. In my opinion, it's a W, it's a win if you can leave here with an understanding of what we're actually saying. that's all I really care about. So it doesn't matter if you ever become a flat earther, but if you could at least be like, well, here's what the flat earthers are saying, that's great. We like that.
Yeah. I mean, what's the one simple thing that scientists say? I don't know. It's a good answer. That leads to better questions.
Facts. So you said you know like a little bit about the globe. What are some of those things you know?
What you learn in astronomy during university. Long time ago in a land far, far away. But yeah.
So what about some specifics? Like, are you familiar with, say, the size of the globe Earth as it's claimed?
Oh, I don't know the numbers.
That's fine. I don't expect. I would say if you just like grab 10 random people off the street and you're like, "What's the Earth's radius?" I don't really expect them to know that.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two might know the circumference or something, but I don't think it's super popular for people to know that. So what about what else? I mean, do you know what science is? Or you feel like you have a good understanding about science?
Not about flat Earth or Earth or anything. Nothing on that level.
Okay. What about gravity? You know what gravity is?
Sure. Is that where something drops onto the ground?
Well, I mean, what's that your definition? I mean,
I don't
do you feel
know.
like you could define gravity?
No, I can't define gravity.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, that's totally fine, dude. That's very honest. No worries. Okay. What would you say are some good proofs of the globe then?
You're asking a non-expert specific questions that which I would never know, and that's all. Yeah.
Hey, that's fine. Listen, there's no requirement to be an expert. You know, I'm not sitting here pretending to be an expert or anything like that. I'm no expert, but you could certainly know some stuff. That's okay. I see. Also, we have Robert V. Utah. Welcome to the panel. How are you?
What's up, brother?
What's up? You say beta?
I didn't hear that said again.
Oh, maybe that was just an accident. Never mind. How's it going, man? Welcome back. You said you've been here before.
Oh yeah, countless time. Like I've told you, they have blocked me, muted me, and all these kind of things. I don't last very long. Once the folks, like you have Fe Bateman or Critical Alpha. Yeah, they despise me, brother.
That's all right. Where are you from, dude? What's that accent, or where are you from?
Caribbean, you know.
Bomba Clyde, cheese on bread. No, that's cool.
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah.
That's cool. So what about you? Like, you feel like you know a lot about the globe, or a little bit? You're still learning about the globe?
No, I have a degree in physics. I have a degree in software engineering. I spend a lot of time, in the whole NASA stuff because I have family that is aerospace engineering and stuff like that. I have been to many discussions with former astronauts and scientists and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm an astronomer. These kind of things, bro.
Stop the cap.
Right on. Well, let me just address something you said in the chat, because I was posting this, like third person point of view depiction of flat Earth, or as some people might post, and I was saying that I don't rock with it. And you came in and you said, like, the 24-hour sun destroys this model and stuff like that. And I don't think that this is the Earth. And I don't even think this is a possible, you can't even view the Earth like this, right? There's no way to look at the Earth from some third person point of view. Like, you know, you could put a puppet on your hand and look at it from this outside. You can look, you know, you're looking at it from this outside area. And you might understand that just like with the universe, for example, if the Earth is a globe, we're in this big universe, you can't look at the universe from some outside place and then make like a gif of what that would look like. So that's my issue with depictions like this, is that this is like a God's eye view that you'll never have. And so I'm not even presenting this as a model or saying like this is flat Earth. I don't think there's a way to see it like that. The only POV, or the point of view you're gonna have, is from your eyes. And with that being said, you know, another saying that you might hear me say is that you can go up into the sky, but you can't go out. And then you can zoom in, but you can't zoom out to see the whole Earth. So anytime someone shows you like, here's what the flat Earth looks like, I don't think it's true, because there's no way to see the Earth like that. So, you know, I mean, I guess you destroyed the model, but that's not our model. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the claim is that the Earth is flat, right? So, if you're going to make the claim, the only way to definitively, convince people is you need a bird's eye view of the entire ground.
No.
So,
Stop the cap.
No,
yeah,
I don't agree with
but,
that. I don't
okay.
agree with that.
Well, from my purposes as a scientist, as somebody who loves science, who enjoys, looking at the stars, and, looking at the planets and stuff like that. Just think of it. You have to think of it from my perspective. You see, when I have a telescope, when I look at Venus all the time, like Venus is bright in the sky right now, and I can see features. I look at the moon, I can see features. I enjoy these images. So,
Dude,
so,
I don't give.
so,
Listen,
so
Robert.
in order for us as globe folks on this side to see what you guys are talking about, we have to see the entire ground that we're talking about. You understand?
No,
Robert, you're.
no, you definitely
Sorry, I
don't.
want
No.
to jump in right quick because you kind of irked me, and this won't take long. But I think it's absolute bullshit. Excuse me for cussing so early in the morning. For you to be like, you have to consider it from my standpoint as well. No, we don't, brother.
He
The
left.
truth is the truth, and it stands on its own. It doesn't need you to honor it. It doesn't need me. It doesn't need CB. Nobody on this call has to honor the truth because it stands there, right? The bottom line is we can observe level, again, I'm going to say it continuously, through the construction industry. That's a bottom line. I don't give a shit what you can look at through your stupid telescope. I'm done.
Bro, he left. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like your energy or some shit. That's
Yeah, to
crazy.
get my, you have to consider it from my perspective. Are you seriously kidding? This is your appeal right now? Pathetic. I got to keep your feelings in mind while I consider the truth. Okay, sounds good, Charlie.
Damn, bro. Damn. Well, I actually this is like one of my pet peeves when they're like, you have to see the whole Earth in one shot. No, dude, that's not even possible. Even if the Earth was a globe, you can't look at the globe and see the whole fucking thing. That's like me looking at your face and claiming I can see the back of your head. That's
It's pandering. I believe it's called pandering, from my understanding, when you're sitting there basically groveling for people to align with you just because you see it. You can't understand it. You see it differently to everybody else. Please consider my perspective. No.
Well, that's why I often say that phrase. You can go up, you can't go out. You can zoom in, you can't zoom out. to see the whole Earth, right? But people have this weird expectation. You know how you have like Google Maps on your phone, right? You can zoom in and then zoom out. People think they can do that with their vision, right? Well, I'll just go up in a plane and then zoom out, and now I can see the whole ground. What the fuck? No, dude, no. You can't see the whole Earth in one shot. It's very big. That's like trying to see the universe in one shot. You're in it. You're in it. How do people not understand this? You can't leave something that you're in, right? Well, in terms of like reality, we're inside of reality. You can't leave it. And even if you were able to leave it, how do you see the whole thing in one shot? It's a huge fucking place. And then, so with that idea that he has, he's probably going to say things like, oh, well, you should be able to just make a map. You know, because they think you just go up really high, bird's eye view, look down, take a picture, then you just trace lines over all the countries, and there's your map. No, my friend, because even though you can go up, that's not going to allow you to see the entire Earth. That's fucking crazy. And you can't go out. And even if you could go out, just like you can go outside of you can go up and out of the globe Earth, then you look back at the globe, you're not seeing the whole thing. So that also applies to flat Earth as well. You're not going to see the whole thing in one shot. I actually it kind of pisses me off. It's like, well, if you're going to convince people that the Earth is a globe, if you're going to convince people the Earth is flat, you need to give them a model where you can see the whole thing. Nah, bro. Sorry.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is like, we have all of these observations that give us this flat baseline observation, right? Again, observation of level. And with that, you're still going to hand wave all that observation that we have on the surface to be like, actually, it's a ball. And I believe NASA because that's what they told me it is. Bro, come on.
It's fucking incredible. He didn't even last that long. Honestly, I think he was like, oh, this guy's aggressive. I'm out of here. Soft. But whatever.
Nah, just as a character, I'll be honest with you. I'm tired of reading his messages in the side chat. I'm tired of hearing his voice. He's literally begging people to to understand where he's coming from. And brother, I don't care about what you believe in, right? You have to come with, again, the evidence that shows us what we're dealing with and what we are actually observing in reality.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just funny, bro. They're too used to Google Earth and stuff where you can take your fingers and pinch and zoom out. Oh, now I can see more of the ground. Like, you can't do that. They got iPhone eyes, bro. They think they have iPhone eyes. I need to write that in the chat. That's some original shit.
iPhone eyes in the chat. Let's get it.
Honestly, bro, if I'm good for anything, it's like it's shit like that, bro. I love coming up with phrases and terms and stuff like that. It's like I thrive on that. I love that shit. Freaking bro. I'm like the Department of Cultural Survival in here. We're like changing culture in here. And I'll just, I would recommend anybody in here. You can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it. Think of it like a pond, like a very still pond or something, and then you chuck in a rock. Well, maybe I throw in a small rock and it creates a ripple, some couple ripples. The bigger the boulder you chuck in there, the bigger the ripples you create, and the farther they reverberate. And so, I love throwing things into the flat earth pond and then watching them reverberate out, even for years to come. And it really makes my heart warm when I hear other people using things that like maybe I've come up with. And so I fucking love that shit. I don't necessarily need to be like the most technical flat earther or the most intelligent or mathematical or scientific flat earther. But I do feel that, hey, yeah, I'm just stealing the title of people's champ. I just love that shit, bro. Just like changing the culture, coming up with like the different syndromes, right? Everything a flat earther says is wrong syndrome, instant expert syndrome,
Land in the sky as an example.
land in the sky, bro. Come on, who said that first? Let me go to 24/7 and see who said that first. Let's see. But you know, stuff like that, or water hills and shit. You know, there's certain things. I mean, I call them CB originals. So, so you know, I really enjoy it. There you go, CB. There's no land in the sky. There's no land in the sky. There's no land in the sky. There's no land in the sky.
Yeah, brother.
I love it. I got
one. I got one more coming for you in a second in the side chat. Give me 2 seconds. It's your water hill. One of your water hill victims.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's go. iPhone eyes. That's a new one as well. I'm gonna throw it in the 24/7 chat so it can stay there forever.
iPhone eyes watching you.
They see the globe when you zoom out. All right, there we go. iPhone eyes. Yeah, I'm just I'm in the cultural department. So you can hit me up anytime you need. Also, what are some other ones I've come up with? What's up, Fry? What do you got, brother? I see you in the chat. What's going on, dude? We can keep cooking. Best globe proof to date. Oh Lord, is that your waifu right there?
Right on at C Beats inside chat. Hey.
Oh, that's.
Oh, I said land in the sky 3 years ago. What's going on, man?
Did you?
I was just going back as far as I could go, and I just saw my name there. I was like, "What? I said that? Cool." There's still more though, even further back than that, I think.
Yeah, if you can search. I searched land in the sky. I went to oldest, and some other people said like you can't land on lights in the sky. On land or in the sky. T-Dub said, when did you see a ball of water and land in the sky? Damn, okay. But then you get to actually you said that shit. You might have said that shit first, Loki. But then it's me just over and over and over go. There's no land in the sky. 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 So, you know, you got to come up with a phrase, man. It's got to be a good phrase, dude. You know, it's got to stick. So. But yeah, dude, honestly, I love it. I love this stuff. And
Looks like Just Kim said it, I think, first out of all those results.
Yeah, PMAC is actually the first thing that comes up for me. You cannot land on lights in the sky.
Right, but the sequence land in the sky.
Yeah, just Kim. Then we would see land in the sky. Yeah. Yeah.
Now stop with the donut shit.
But yeah, this is how you popularize shit right here. Let me post it. Yeah. Or like the syndromes, right? Like the different syndromes that we've come up with, and instant expert syndrome, flat earthers can't be right syndrome, everything a flat earther says is wrong syndrome, instant conspiratard syndrome. Let me look up. There's probably some more. Let me look here. Syndrome. And so what's funny is like now other people are picking it up too, like Indio. That's what I love too, because Indio's a smart guy, you know. But like he'll see me do something, and be like, "Yeah, that's good. I'm stealing that." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" It makes me feel good. So I hear Indio say that he has everything a flat earther says is wrong syndrome. So I fucking love that shit. Martoth, anything a flat earther says is wrong syndrome. Oh man. It literally like warms my heart, bro. I love it. Here's another one. They'll say anything syndrome. I don't have all the facts on me right now syndrome. Let's see. That's actually a good one. Is I don't have all the facts on me right now syndrome. That's when they go, oh, you know, they make a claim, and you're like, okay, can you back it up? They're like, oh, well, I don't have all the facts on me. I just, you know, that was many years ago when I learned it, or something like that. It's like, well, then why are you saying it if you can't back it up? If you don't have all the facts, then why are you saying shit? Or I'm not a scientist syndrome. I'm not an expert. That last guy did it. Oh, it's a globe for sure, but I'm not an expert. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna jump in and say I'm not an expert syndrome. Not a scientist, not an astronaut.
You were roboting a little bit there, but I think we caught it.
Interesting. I heard someone say rumpusing the other day.
Rumpusing. That's funny, dude. I'll say that outside of this Discord. I'll be in real life, and I'll be like, dude, you're rumpusing me right now.
Really? That's hilarious, dude. It's really hilarious.
And what's funny is they'll get it. They'll kind of know what I mean without knowing what the word means. Like, dude, you're rumpusing right now, dude. Chill. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. That's such a good word. Such a good word. And where did it come from? 24/7. Well, that might have been actually like a Nathan Oakley thing, but still.
Rumpus was on Nathan Oakley a lot, so I think it came from someone on Nathan Oakley.
Yeah.
Said rumpusing.
It's definitely part of the flat earth community, like embedded forever now. Yo, dude, stop rumpusing me, please. Fucking hilarious. Another syndrome here is you'll just say everything is fake syndrome, where, you know, you'll ask a Glover to sort of give me some proofs or give me some facts. Oh, well, you'll just say it's fake. Oh, all right, bro. All right, dude.
You'll just debunk it.
Yeah, exactly, right. Oh, you're just not gonna accept it. It's like, okay.
You just say something that makes it sound stupid.
Fry says, make a bingo card out of these. Yeah, we should actually. That'd be fun. That actually would be really funny. I can do that. I'll put it in ChatGPT or something, have it making me a bingo. And then we'll come and talk to Globers, and whoever gets bingo first wins. Yeah.
That's Fry, your genius.
That's a pretty good one, Fry. I'm not gonna lie. Fry is like starting to take the lead for maybe one of my favorite Globers, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So you just pick a number and then wait for your number to come up. Yeah.
Here's another one I found. It's already been worked out syndrome. Where you'll ask them like, oh well, how did the Greeks know it was a globe? Well, they just already knew. It's already been worked out. Oh well,
it's been baked in. They say it's baked in.
Right. You try to regress them back to like the original who proved it. Like, oh well, they already knew. Knew how? What did they do? So, man, so funny. Let me see if there's any other syndromes. There's a horse blinder syndrome, and I can describe this one a little bit too, because you'll notice they do this with gravity a lot. Specifically, what they'll do is they'll create this hyper-focused, very limited timeline where they ignore everything before and everything after. So they'll say, well, look, this pencil dropped and it fell. Well, that's horse blinder syndrome, because they're ignoring the fact that the pencil was at rest, at equilibrium, doing nothing. Then it was picked up. Then it was dropped. Then it fell. Then it went right back to doing nothing, at rest. But so, yeah, they only want to talk about the part where it dropped. Horse blinder syndrome. Every time.
Kinetic energy fallacy. Oh my.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, here's another good one. Phantom expert syndrome. Here's how it goes down. Oh, well, all the scientists, the scientists proved it. Oh, okay. Name one. Well, just like the collective group. Okay, who? Welcome, Jotis. Joe Tiz 87. Welcome to the panel. Joe Tiz, is this your first time or you've been here before? Welcome, Joe.
Hello, I've been here before. I mostly just listen.
Cool, man. We're doing like a no listening panel tonight, so I'm glad you could chime in. What happened the last time you were here? Do you remember?
Oh, well, you're gonna have to kick me if you don't want me to listen.
Bro, I'm just trolling. I'm joking. You can go on mute and listen if you want, but feel free to chime in as well. We're just cooking, kind of talking amongst ourselves as well. So if you're a globe earther, we definitely want to hear a little bit more about why and if the flat earth is confusing to you and things like that. But if you just
I have taken the position that I don't know for sure that it's round.
Okay, well, that's honest.
And I also took the position that I enjoy the Lord of the Rings lore where they say that it used to be flat, but now it's round.
All right. Okay. I hear you. Cool stuff. Well, when it comes to flat earth, is there anything like really confusing or like what I don't understand this? Anything?
I just think there's a lot to learn, and I haven't learned any of it yet. So therefore, I'm not sure if it's round or flat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I mean, we can definitely help you with some stuff as well. So don't let me pressure you
Well,
into
I'm
a
gonna go. I'm gonna go. I can't talk right now. I just left the conversation. I was just gonna come listen
That's
because
fine, man.
I gotta eat and then I gotta feed my baby.
Sounds good, brother. Awesome, man. Yeah, good shout out to you.
Congratulations on your child, sir.
Yep, facts. Yeah, man. This is Joe T in the panel, guys. Shout out to you. I'll put a W in the chat for you. All right.
Yeah, buddy. Joe T coming through, grab them dubs.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a honest position to take, where you're not clinging onto the globe so bad, where you're like, nah, it's a globe fact. It can't be flat. Da 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 da. So we can appreciate that at least. Shout out to you. Very good. Where were we? Phantom expert syndrome. Yeah, they'll be like, oh well, all the scientists have the proof. Oh, okay, name one. Yeah, it's like every time. So they have like this imaginary friend, this collective panel of imagined experts that have all the answers. But if you ask them to pick one, they ain't got one. They can't even name a single name. But there's all these phantom experts that they believe in. So yeah, that's a phantom expert syndrome for you folks.
Do you think NASA could build a house?
Nah, probably not.
I was thinking about, like, scientists, the guys in lab coats, if they're actually good at swinging hammers, could they actually build something, or do they just write about hammers and write about building stuff? Just a thought.
I don't know. They probably just like green screen some hammers and, who knows. I found another one. The other guy has the answers syndrome. They'll come in here and some of them proclaim to be, like, oh, I'm an astrophysics student. I'm in classes, I'm learning. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Well, we'll ask them, do you have the answers? They'll say, oh, well, no, I don't have the answers, but somebody over there does for sure. My teacher has the answers. Okay, well, bring your teacher in here. We'll talk to him. Let's just say, for the sake of the conversation, they bring their teacher here. We ask the teacher, hey, we talked to your student. They said you had the answers. What do you got? Oh, me? No, I don't have the answers, but somebody over there, he's got the answers. So we go to that person. Hey, we heard you had the answers. What's up? Oh, me? No, I don't have the answers. But there's an expert over there who has the. They always do this. They just pass the buck every time. I find that to be particularly funny, because they're very confident. Oh, no, me? No, I don't have it. I don't have all the answers on me right now syndrome. Or I'm not an expert syndrome. Or what was the other one? Yeah, I don't have all the answers on me right now. So.
Hey, I'm sorry. I feel like I could talk a little for a bit. I was thinking, like, if the Earth is flat, right? Is there a place that people hide all the information, or is it like infinitely flat? Because I was thinking, if I were to believe it's flat, I think I might believe that it's like infinitely flat, like there's no space below us or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that. I mean, you would probably hear from the group here that infinity is a mathematical concept. So I don't think that it's unlimited or infinite. Kiwi is in the chat right now saying containment. And I would tend to agree that it's likely contained, therefore not unlimited. Welcome, Neil, as well. Good to see you.
So is
So,
there like
go
the
ahead.
people that control the flat Earth? Do they hide in space or underground, or are they here with us?
What do you mean? Like, why would they need to
Like
hide?
rulers of the flat Earth? I wonder, is there like a ruler of the flat Earth, or
You mean like Trump? Like, who are you talking about?
like a group or something? Somebody that knows the Earth is flat doesn't want anybody to know it.
But why would they need to be in hiding?
That's a good point. Maybe they don't need to be. Yeah. Maybe it's hard to fathom that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, they don't have to hide anywhere. I mean, and also, I don't even know who this like secretive group would need to be. I mean,
Well, they might be the people that like NASA or something.
well, think about it like this, dude. If you've ever had a job before, you know, let's say you work in a restaurant and you're a busboy. Well, you have your little job to do, and you don't necessarily know what your boss's email threads are looking like, and even your
Yeah.
boss might not know what the investors,
I seen this before in an interview. Like I was gonna, if I got the job, I just fixed these circuit boards and I put it in a machine. The machine tells me if it's fixed or not. And I think the whole purpose of that was to keep the whole purpose of the circuit board secret. But then I could still work on it.
Yeah, I mean, so you kind of get it, but like the point is that like just because you're in an establishment or in a company, that doesn't mean everyone in the company is on the same level of knowing and understanding. You have your
Yeah.
little job to
So
do.
that's how they'd
And
hide it.
well, I wouldn't even
That
say
would
it's
be the barriers.
hidden. It's just that
Yeah.
I would say that the majority of people in this world are believers. The majority of them. There's probably a very small group of people who know it's flat and then go out and lie about it. So I also think there's people that are easy to fool. If you ever heard of Don Pettit, I think he's a fool that's easily controlled. And, I mean, who's to say? I don't really think it matters that much if like who those people are that know the truth and that are lying. Doesn't to me that doesn't even matter because we're here right now. We know the truth. We're not lying, and the flat Earth isn't hidden. It's right there outside your window. There's nothing to hide. It's just that people are they're believers and they're easy to fool and
Hey,
trick.
maybe that's why I feel like human beings are limited as far as like how big and like I feel like we could be giants, but then it's like controlled in a way that we're not allowed to be giants. Maybe it's so that we can't be tall enough to see the Earth is flat.
Bro, that is like one of the craziest things I've heard in a while. That's crazy.
You do see the Earth as flat.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already see it,
Yeah, it's
regardless
flat.
of your height. Let me ask you this. Regardless of shape or what the surface is doing, do you think the Earth moves, Joe?
The only time like I feel like I know for sure is like if I really stand still and really try to feel it move. And I get like this sensation. You can get a sensation of it moving, I think.
Stop the cap.
Huh?
Yeah, that's your brain trying to appeal to NASA in order to prop up their model. Sorry, brother.
Yeah, it could
That
very well be, yeah. For sure.
Because you have to remember, right? The idea of placing a thought in someone's mind, that splinter that gets placed into your mind can literally splinter your mind. If you're
I
actually
do
just
think
the head.
NASA is pretty cool. Like I dream
That's
of
cool that you think they're cool, but the truth isn't cool. The truth is the truth.
That's right.
Are you trolling, dude? Tell me you're trolling.
No, I'm trying to be flexible. I want to talk to you guys. I don't want to argue with you.
Right.
that's fine.
So from a standpoint of like what we're putting forward to you is like, do you think that your place on this realm is any different than anybody else's?
My play. You mean like a role? The role that I have
No,
here?
where you are, literally where you
Oh,
are.
no, I think we're in the same place. Yeah.
Exactly. So I ask you, if somebody south of the equator, based on their model, they would be experiencing Earth upside down relative to where you're experiencing it from. And from a standpoint of us observing it, like what we actually look at, things like the built form, the horizon line, our relationship with the actual built form that we are actually in presently, like you're in your built form, I'm in mine, CB's in his, T-Dub's in his, like everybody's in a built form. These things all point at rectilinear objects. Yeah, rectilinear objects. And with that, how do you have a curvy baseline underneath all of these rectilinear observations that we have? Yep, I said rectilinear.
Oh my. Yeah. So Joe, let me ask you a couple questions here. When you go to the grocery store, let's say you skip the self checkout, you got some groceries, and you go to the cashier. You put your groceries down on the belt, if you will, and then they make their way towards the cashier. You got some bread, you got
Yeah,
some
I work on
granola.
conveyors. Yeah, it's kind of like a conveyor.
Bam. Okay, so
I'm actually maintenance technician for Amazon. I work on conveyors.
perfect. Then we'll just switch over to conveyor then. So you put your box down on the conveyor and it starts moving its way through the factory or whatever. The
Right, we
question
have a
is,
cross belt that is actually more than a mile long. It goes in a circle. It's really long.
damn. So when you put something on the conveyor, like let's say it's just like a box, is the box moving? Yes or no?
Yeah, it's moving.
Cool. Cool. So let me ask you this. In the same context, the building that you're in right now, I'm assuming you're inside of a building or a room or something, right?
Yeah, I call it a
Is
house.
okay, is your house moving?
I mean, if I believe the Earth is round and I think about it, like I feel like yeah, it's moving around the sun and it's also rotating. But I don't have any
Stop the
evidence of it
cap.
from my reference.
Sorry, bro. I had to do it.
That
I
was
had to
good.
do
But
it.
I like that.
That
but
soundboard
he
clip
was
was
just
amazing.
he was saying he doesn't have any proof of that though. I think.
Yeah, I don't have proof of that. So, like, I mean, maybe that's part of my mind being distracted by all the doctrines I was taught, you know?
That's a very honest answer. Appreciate that answer, man.
Yeah, like, I feel like the only evidence I know is to try to stand still and feel it, but it's like such a small feeling. You know, I'd probably have to take measurements and stuff if I really want to find the truth, but I don't know how beneficial it would be for me to know the truth. How does it benefit you guys to know that it's
Well,
flat?
it's not so much that it's a benefit. It's just that you can just disregard that from your life. You can just accept the reality that you experience instead of believing some cock and bull story that can't be proven that was told to you by strangers that don't give a shit about you.
Yeah. So, what do you guys benefit of being in the chat and talking about it? Or I'm sorry, I think I missed the point. You said it's not about benefits.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Well, as far as like if someone's telling you a story, right, and you ask for evidence or proof, and they can't give you any, then you can just go about your day as if like they never told you. You don't have to worry about it. It's not like it's gonna
Yeah.
matter to you anyway.
So the reason
But
why I'm
when
here is I like the way you guys talk. You know, it's real interesting. It's intriguing.
Cool, man. Yeah. Cheers.
Babe, do you know where my earbuds are?
You like the way I talk? What about the way I walk? Oh my.
Yeah, I was kind of asking you about that. Like what does this flat Earth talk do for your walk?
Wait, is he asking like what? What are you asking? Like, how do we benefit from flat Earth?
Yeah, bro. He's really asking about that. So let me ask you a question, brother. If you worked in an industry that observed and built upon this place, do you not think that that would align with the talk?
Align with your what? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, that is one of the intriguing things. Is if the Earth is indeed flat, there might be some people or like system of influence that I'm being part of that would be interesting to unravel and figure out.
Exactly. You're being influenced by science, right? Versus relying upon observations that we have. And I say observations like the construction industry, which is an industry that exists that builds upon this place that you're attempting to investigate.
Yeah. Well, I just got one because I used to be an elevator apprentice, and I was thinking the plumb line doesn't move. Maybe that's like a evident that the Earth's not moving. Like you set a
Exactly, brother.
plumb line for hours, right, until it stops swinging, and it just doesn't move, and it shows you a straight line.
Well, okay, so the plumb is an interesting observation, but from when you have a plumb line, perpendicular to that is level, and that level observation matches up with the horizon line, and this is the thing that we're observing level locally. We don't even have to move past that point. We're strictly stuck on observing plumb and level everywhere we go. That's a great point, brother.
Yeah. You know, I think honestly, part of the reason why, like, I'm willing to give this conversation like a chance, so like really critically think, is just because there's been like worse things that were true that I didn't realize, and like especially about like the way we interact with each other and stuff like that. You know, like the way we talk to each other or the emotions we feel.
Emotions we feel. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, like anger. I didn't realize until recently that I experience it rather than react to it. You know? And it took someone to actually point that out to me to figure that out or to put it into words, you know? What's going on? Is it quiet in here?
No, sorry. I was just typing in the chat. We're still cooking, bro. Don't worry. We
My
are
screen.
live.
Oh, there we go. I see everything now. I couldn't find my earbuds. I'm just going to have to be on speaker.
No worries.
Getting down to Taylor Swift. Let's get it.
Anyway, thanks for engaging with me, even though like earlier I wanted to be silent. I try to feel safe in here when I talk because it's easy to get into argument.
Bro, you don't sound like the sort of guy who it's easy to get into an argument with, like, and get hostile with, and that's just the vibe I get from you. Like, yeah,
Thanks, I appreciate that.
easy going, man. Yeah, you seem pretty easy going. Yeah, look,
Yeah, man.
Sorry, go on.
No, honestly, I was just gonna yap. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for the most part, I guess, it was a big thing to realize, that what you were told about reality for most of your life wasn't true, and then that kind of like does, instill within you the desire to want to share that with other people, or find other people who have the same understanding, right? and then birds of a feather flock together, and then but we're providing a platform here for the topic to be discussed, because you won't find that amongst the regular daily life experience. It's just not going to be something that might come up at the water cooler, but like, hey, did you hear about those crazy flat earthers? Blah, blah, blah. But I mean, like, we're actively engaging in the discussion with ourselves and with other people that don't share that understanding and want to either oppose that or consider it, right? So we're just providing the information, that's all. Like, and we're interested in the topic, and just like you said, you like the discussion. It's interesting, it's thought provoking, it's challenging. And that's what we want to do. And we can all we can do is give people the information that has led us to the understanding. And what you do with that information is totally up to you. It's not like you join a club or anything. If you analyze that information for yourself and come to the same understanding, that's all good. If you don't come to that same understanding, that's all good. You can go on with your life as if you were. Like, it doesn't. It's not like we're going to celebrate and throw you a party. Or anything. We'll tap you on the back. We'll tap you on the back and say, "Good on you, mate." Yeah, like, because that's like, you're accepting the observable and measurable reality, that we all experience, and it's just what it is.
Now that you said that, I feel like this is like way different than like a religion or something, And someone was explaining that to me earlier too, that there's a difference between, and one of the differences is that with this, you can go out and make measurements on the earth, you can engage with it. Whereas like with religion, sometimes you have to engage with it differently other than making measurements, This is might be a bit more practical.
There's some
This is more
things.
practical.
Exactly. Absolutely. There's some things that just require pure faith and belief, and you can't go out and do anything to actually confirm or falsify it, right? It's just out there as a claim, and you just go, "Oh well, I'm in the position where I just choose to believe it or not believe it."
Yeah. Something else I learned before I came to the VC today was that there are thoughts that I haven't been submitting or like staying away from that lead to arguments. And there's many ways you could exercise that to try to figure out how to stay away from arguing. Because the reason why I want to stay away from arguing is because I get angry easily. And I'm trying to deal with anger first before I get back into like, wrestling ideas and stuff,
Yeah. Well, bro, if you study up a little bit and grow your knowledge, you can move yourself from emotions into that just knowing things, and
That's a good point.
You can then use the emotion to sort of change. I think the emotion can help sway people. Like whether it's like a little bit of fiery energy sometimes can wake people up. So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of anger. That can be a good thing sometimes.
I found the big thing and what served me is to know truth is the truth, regardless of how I feel about it. The emotions can help, but again, knowing the truth and what it is can help just convey that message in a solid manner, free of emotions.
True. Sometimes I say the calmest one in the room wins. Now, that's not always true. And sometimes people need a bit of a wake up call, and you poke them in the chest really hard and to get them to wake up. That can be good. But yeah, man, definitely just study up and learn more.
Getting
Base
to know
yourself
this more.
on knowledge. Yeah.
This is more than just an expansion of your sight, This also is part of all kinds of expanding, trying to look beyond, what you're conventionally told, accepting that not everybody's going to tell you the truth. There's a lot going on here than just what I thought at first.
Yes, absolutely. And nothing should be immune from scrutiny and challenge. It should everything.
Oh yeah,
should
Facts,
be
bro.
allowed to be challenged.
that's a big one. That's a hard one to swallow. I got a nibble on that one, you know.
Pause. Welcome, Slimy Derek and Humanity. Also,
Yo, what's
Humanity.
good? What's good?
What's happening, dude? Is this your first time, or you've been here before?
That's my first time.
First time here. We also have Christo.
I think this guy's a virgin. He said his first time.
Yeah.
You guys rolling together, or you guys know each other?
Nah. I'm here solo dolo.
That's cap, bro.
Yo, is that Derek? That's sick. Yo, I know you.
You do? Wait, who are you?
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, that's cap.
You
All
do?
right, so it's your first time.
Oh,
yeah,
guys. So, all right. So, have you talked about flat Earth before, or no?
Yes. So the Bible say that the Earth is round, so therefore the Earth is round.
How you gonna
GGs.
speak for me?
Stop lying.
Yeah,
Don't even
we're gonna
start
have
with
to
that.
pick one. If you guys are gonna do like the whole like 1-2 punch thing, it's not gonna work. But so you said what the Bible says it's round?
I didn't. He's speaking for me. Like I don't know why he's speaking for me, but.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let Derek speak. GGs.
Yeah.
No, like I haven't like really like thought too deeply about it. Nor, you know, I don't really like care about it really because like whether it's flat or not doesn't affect my bills. You know.
Well, it's not supposed to, unless you are gullible and you're willing to pay for products, services, or ideas that are based around outer space and the globe, etc.
Like what like daily things am I paying for that has to do with like globe theory?
Well, again, this discussion, this topic isn't supposed to relieve you of your life's responsibilities or things you have to accomplish on a day-to-day basis. But overall, it just, makes you less of a gullible person. For example, I came across an ad that was pushing for insurance that covers you from space debris in specific. Right now, who's buying that? Do you think any flat earther is going to buy space debris coverage from their insurance company?
I don't think round earthers are doing that either.
Yeah, but
regardless, we can see space
anyone
crashing.
Hold on, dude. We got a lot of people jumping in here. The point is that the only
If you
people
just
that
believe the Earth is a triangle.
Christo, we're gonna pop you on mute because you're just not even adding anything of value at this point. We'll come back to you in a second. But the only people that would buy that are people who do believe it, right? And so I have another. Let me grab a screenshot here. There's a company called Caviar, and they make custom iPhones, and they have a whole series of phones that are based around outer space and stuff like this, where they're saying they have phones they can sell you that have moon rocks and different meteorites and things and materials from outer space in the phone. What is it, Derek? Do you have an iPhone or something?
Yep.
What'd you pay for that iPhone? A couple, like $1,000 or something, roughly, a couple hundred.
Like 700.
Let me ask you this: what is the maximum amount you would pay for an iPhone?
Like 900.
Now, what if I put a piece of a meteorite in it? Now, how much would you pay for it?
If I like knew like a meteorite was there.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't like honestly, I probably would just like buy a new phone because I'd be like, okay, why is a meteorite in here? Like it's like weird.
No, but I'm still asking. Like, okay, so what if we took a piece of the moon and we just like customized your phone? It's got a little piece of the moon on the back where the apple is. Like, how much would you pay for that? You think?
I'm answering like honestly, like I probably wouldn't like I'd probably like take it out of the phone. But like I get like your
Yeah.
point. So like
Well, let me finish the point. Can you see
you're
the
trying to
chat?
say because like I like pay more for like stuff in space basically.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe not you in particular, but can you see the chat? Are you able to look at the chat?
Yeah, I can.
Take a look at this. Here's an iPhone from a company. And that's not a case. This is the phone. This is a custom phone, not a case. This is from a company called Caviar. They made a custom phone which they're claiming has pieces of planets or meteorites and stuff in it. Look at the cost of that fucking phone.
Yeah, that's
$85,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. Now the point is like you're like, well, how does this affect me? It wouldn't change anything. I kind of agree with you. Like on a day-to-day basis, this isn't supposed to change your life or relieve you of your life's responsibilities. If you have a family, you still got to raise them. If you have a job, you still got to go to it, etc. But if you know that outer space is not real, the moon is not land, then you would never pay $90,000 for an iPhone that's like costs like $900. Like, that's the point. It just makes you less of a gullible person. Even if you wouldn't buy that normally, someone out there is buying it. It's being advertised to a certain amount of people. And no flat earther in here. I don't care how much money you have. We ain't buying this shit. So, and this is just a small example of
there was a dude back in like the 80s, wasn't there, that like started selling. He found a loophole in the real estate market and the law, and started selling people plots of land on the moon and Mars.
I kind of get your point. So like you're saying like okay, if all this is like a facade, then it is bad for people to deceive other people and like getting like a cash grab. Because like for all you know, like that could be like a piece of sand, right? Rather than
Exactly. And from our point of view, they don't have to put anything in it. They can just tell you there's stuff in it. And if you're hardcore, yeah, you're so into this stuff, maybe you are just a rich idiot and you buy it, you're a dumb fuck. You're a dumbass. And so I'm just saying, like, this is just a small microcosm of the products, services, and ideas that this world will sell you happily that are based on the idea that the Earth is a globe and outer space is real. So that's why it's important to sort of, understand the Earth is flat, outer space is not real, etc. You'll never fall for these horrible products, services, and ideas that are globe and space based. I mean, I could probably grab the commercial where they talk about, because you might think I'm just making this up, where the commercial about the space debris. I'll see if I can grab it.
Yeah, like I believe you, but I think like a way to tackle this. It's not necessarily to doubt the validity of like what they claim, the thing is from, but to really just like eliminate materialistic like ideology,
But it's not just material. Like I'm saying, it's not just products or material, it's services and ideas. And so, you have to be careful of that. They're not just going to try to take your money and give you products. They're going to try to sell you ideas also. Like that you can land on the moon and stuff like this, right? Oh, you can get a moon rocks, etc. They're going to happily sell you these ideas, and you can either buy it or not. And we just don't buy it. We're not buying it. So I just think it makes you less of a gullible person also. And we're not supposed to talk about, I'm not going to go into it, but the TV is going to tell you things that you need to do or you should do or you must believe. And sometimes it's not always true. There was an event 5 years ago where they told people, you got to do this thing. It's safe and effective, right? And some people are gullible and they did that. And so I'm just saying, it just sort of makes you a little less gullible if you can not necessarily trust everything the government's trying to tell you. So,
But I mean, that can go for like all things, you know. So, like for example, if I claim that I have a bracelet full of shark teeth, but they're just manufactured, you know, like that doesn't mean like shark teeth don't exist.
right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then again, if someone did sell you, whoa, bro, we can't. We're live on YouTube. We can't go too deep into that. I'm just trying to make an overall vague point about the validity.
Well, that seems like the whole problem there. Because no, if you're gonna make the claim, you need to back it up, man.
I could,
Otherwise, don't
but
make
we're
the
not
claim.
supposed to talk about that on
Yeah,
YouTube.
so don't make the claim, right?
Well,
Either
if
admit
you're curious about it,
and
we
make
can
the
talk about it on
evidence,
the
or
side.
don't.
Just relax for a second, because we're making an overall point. It's not really that important to go that deep
Yeah,
into
so
that
don't
subject.
go into it at all.
Just we're
Either
running a panel.
provide evidence or don't
We'll
bring
run
it up.
this panel as we see fit. Thank you very much. You're a guest here. We'll deal with you later. I mean, you guys can probably pop them off mute, but just hold on a second. We'll come back to you in a second. But Derek, what was the last thing you said there? I kind of wanted to address that.
I was saying like, you know, like for example, right? Like a lot of things like we can't trust just based off, you know, people
Oh, the
telling
shark
us.
teeth. The shark teeth.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me respond to that.
All right.
So now, what a flat earther might do if someone comes to me and says, "Yo, bro, I got some fucking great white shark teeth I made into a bracelet." What I might try to do, I might try to go verify whether that is real shark teeth or something like that. And so that's something that we take pride in. If someone tells us something that makes a claim, well, let's go and try to go through it with a fine-tooth comb, see if we can verify it. So they're telling us the Earth is a globe, the Earth is curved, oceans are curving. Well, we go out and try to verify whether that's true. And so that's like the strength of becoming a flat earther is you go and test the things that you're being told. That's a very powerful tool.
But like under like your worldview, you can't really test. I mean, I don't know if you like believe it, but you can't. I mean, well, because like flat earthers believe in different things. Like, do you believe that like people can like go to space or no?
No,
And, like,
outer
see-
space is a fictional setting, like Hogwarts or something. It's for
So, like,
books and
you're-
video
so, like,
games. So no, outer space is not real.
You're saying like, okay, we can go and test if like this is really from the moon, and if like the moon is like not physical, then because because like essentially my point is that you're basing this off of what you can observe, but you can't observe the thing that we're trying to figure out. So like it just gets left off.
We can observe the Earth, yeah, and
No,
we can
but
test.
you can't observe like this fictional space thing that you say is not real.
Right, correct. But so that we don't have to observe something that's not real to find out whether its existence is possible or not. You can
But like, what if I say
existence of outer space through other means than observation?
So like what if I say because in the same way that we assuming that like the mainstream view is like, okay, space, it's very big and we haven't explored it and it's very mysterious, in the same way I can say that, hey, we haven't explored the ocean and I'm claiming that I've got a teeth from a megalodon and I want you to buy this for $50,000. And we can't verify that the megalodon exists because as far as we know that it's extinct. But we've only discovered 5% of the ocean, as much as we discovered 1% of space. So we're kind of saying the same thing here. So like, how do you know that yeah, go ahead.
I'm glad you brought that up actually. In Jedi, I'll turn it over to you in a second, but I'm actually really glad you brought that up because that just highlights that there are some unknowns in this world, and I do agree with you on that. On those unknowns. Now, the second thing about the megalodon, if you come to me and you say, I have megalodon from the ocean, well, okay, we'll go ahead and back that up. We'd like the evidence or the proof first. How you're saying it's from a megalodon? Okay, well, you got pictures, evidence, like what's the proof, dude?
So like, what if I bring you a picture and you're just like, oh, the picture's fake? In the same way, someone can be like, okay, like we have a picture of the meteorite from the moon, and like, you're just saying, oh, it's like a fisheye lens or something, like it's not real.
Then maybe we test the teeth and find out, oh, these are actually teeth from a great white shark. Just like what they did with the quote unquote moon rocks, they tested them and they came back as petrified wood. And this is on NPR, by the way, and Jedi, please jump in anytime. NPR reported on this. This isn't even like a exclusive flat earther thing. NPR, if you're familiar, this is just like leftist news, media. They're saying this shit's fake. Okay, so, and I can get you a link as well if you'd like to take a look at that.
Are you talking about like the iPhone thing, or just like in general?
No, the moon rocks thing. The people saying like, oh look,
all of them
back rocks from the moon. They're saying no, that shit's it's cap.
All of
it's
them?
literally just wood.
Well, we don't know about all of them, but that was an instance that occurred where, a piece of moon rock was gifted to.
Your mic is really low. I can't really hear you.
It's time for me to drop out and jump back in. Sorry, mate.
Hear you? No, you're good. Yeah, no. What do you mean all of them?
All of them.
Go ahead, Jedi.
All of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single story that we're told about space has to be fake because the place itself can't exist. Your understanding of the second law of thermodynamics, you have an understanding of that, my friend? Entropy?
Oh, it's on me?
Yes, my friend, yes. Slimy Derek.
The second law of thermodynamics?
Yeah, you understand how this is violated with the claim that the space up there is a vacuum? Or would you like me to explain it to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool, so we're told that space is a vacuum. That's uncontained from our atmosphere. That presents us with two problems. We've got gas pressure. The definition of gas pressure is the force that the gas exerts upon the walls of its container. If there's no physical boundary for the gas to press against, we won't have gas pressure. Second thing, most importantly, if we don't have a physical boundary separating our gas pressure from the available vacuum of space, entropy will increase and the gas will fill that volume. I.e., we wouldn't have gas pressure, we wouldn't be breathing. The vacuum of space can't be real because of all of our gas dispersed into that space.
Okay.
You understand what happens when you put gas into your tyre around your car, right? And then you open the valve and the high pressure disperses into the lower atmosphere pressure. That's the law that I'm talking about. High pressure disperses into lower pressure environments. Gas fills space. That's violated with the claim that the vacuum of space is a place that we can go to or a place that exists.
So what do you think is out there then?
I don't know. Really
it's not space.
Well, I would say there is no out there. There is no out there.
So you don't believe in like planets?
Well, hold on.
Explanation for what's perceived.
Humanity, bro. We just took you off mute. Can you just wait a second? That'd be like me asking you. Let's say the Earth is a globe, and then we live in this big universe. That'd be like me asking, what's outside of the universe?
Well, I mean,
exactly. You probably would be like, there's really no. We don't even think of an outside. Like this is it. So that's kind of how we think of for flat Earth as well. There's no outside. This is it, bro. This is reality here. The Earth, that's reality. There's no outside of that.
So do you think do you believe like the sun exists?
Oh my God. Okay. You don't know what planets are. You don't know what the moon is. You don't know what the sun is. No one does.
So what is it?
What you can't do, I just said no one knows. I don't know. But here's the thing. What you can't do is combine the two worldviews where you have this solar system full of different sized planets and balls and suns and stars and stuff, and then put a flat Earth in there and be like, well, so how does it work? They don't go together. So if your question's like, well, how is it flat? And then what about all the planets? That's you trying to put a flat Earth in a universe. That's not how it works. In reality, Earth is the reality, and no one knows what the fuck a star is, what the sun is, what the moon is, what planets are. You look up, you see twinkling shit in the sky, and you don't know what the fuck that is. I don't. You don't. No one has ever known what these things are. Unknown phenomena. All we have is stories attached to the things we see. I see the sun. I see the moon. I see stars. I see planets. But the story they're attaching to those things is completely cap. oh, the star, that's a sun that's super far away. The sun and stars don't look anything alike. Planets, well, that's another. Earth is a planet, those are planets. There's no resemblance. There's nothing alike between the two of those things. So, my overall point is don't put a flat Earth in the universe and then ask questions about how does that work. We're here on the Earth, that's flat and non-moving, and those phenomena in the sky, unknowns for you and for me, for everyone.
So like whenever you wake up and the light shines, like you just like, oh, okay, like that's just like a mystery, but like it's
Pretty
here.
much, yeah. Have you ever like really looked at the sun? Like, it doesn't even look like a sphere. I've never. The sun does not look like a sphere to me at all. So it's like I don't know what that is, dude. It sure is very cool. Like magical is not the right word necessarily, but it is. It's pretty fucking fascinating. But the story they're attaching to it is cap. We know it's cap because they're saying it's a giant burning ball of gas. That's not possible. T-Dub, right?
Well, I mean, it's definitely hot.
Yeah. Well, I like that you pointed out, that there's nothing similar that's observable between things in the sky and what we're on, and that's a good point because we could even grant you that the sun is a sphere of some nature, right? And then we could say, well, maybe the other things are too, right? Okay, maybe they are. So what if the Earth is that, right? But so then, if we're gonna go follow that line of logic, right? Then we're gonna have to identify similarities with what we're on and those things in the sky. And if you can't find them, you have no logical reason to think that they are anything alike and can be compared in any way.
So where do you guys think like the Earth and where do you think like all this came from?
All this being what?
What we can naturally observe.
How it was created.
Well, I mean, I didn't say created, but like I'm just asking, like, what do you think like it came from?
Yeah, so how did it get here? How was it created? We've got two choices in answering this question, right? It's either it created itself, nature creates itself, which we get from the ball coming from the Big Bang, nature created itself, or on the other side of the equation of the dichotomy, intelligence creates. Some people say that intelligence is God, but you've only got two choices. It's either intelligence or it made itself.
What do you hold to?
Oh, personally, my personal belief is created environment by intelligence.
Okay. So, so how do you think it ends? Because the theory basically is, I mean, according to
You're a Christian. Read your Bible.
I mean, I am a Christian, but I'm just asking what people believe. So, according to sphere theory, the atheists, I guess, like they'd be like, okay, like in like billions of years, like the Earth is gonna like get, I guess, eaten up by the sun, and then like the planets are gonna, basically be destroyed by its own gravity. It's like blah 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 blah. So like, what do you think happens? Like, do you think it's naturalistic like that, or do you, I guess, believe in a apocalyptic theory that like, God will return?
Yeah, well, I'm a big Jesus believer, so there you go.
Hey, same, man, same.
Yeah.
I just feel like the majority of people
and
that
I'm pretty sure there are a lot of Christians who are flat earther. I got into flat earther by Rob Skiba, and he's a Christian flat earther. So check out Christian flat earthers, and you'll see.
Yeah, some people do lean more towards that than the other stuff. But either way, even Rob Skiba used, what he could go out into the real world and observe and measure, right, to support his belief in Scripture. So he had that empirical and real world examples of what the Scripture was talking about.
I'm just not convinced that the Bible says the Earth is flat.
No, you don't have to be convinced of that or anything, but it is interesting when you throw out your paradigm. So, like, I know we've all been taught the same thing, right? Like, if you throw that out and then you reread Genesis, it's going to be like you can't hold the idea that evolution and Big Bang and all that and the Bible story together. You're going to have to consider one of them as metaphorical. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take it literal. And that's the scary part.
Well, you'll be placed in that position where if you accept the unverifiable stories that were presented by academia and the media, then you will be forced into that position. Yeah, but what's the grounds for doing that? Just a belief in something a stranger told you versus something that a book that was written by strangers tells you from thousands of years ago. So it's,
Well, you can just appeal to, it being divinely revealed,
Yeah, but you can just appeal to personal revelation and then believe anything. Like that's not a solution at all. You can just say, "Oh, evolution is divinely revealed." Okay.
Yeah, and by how can it be divinely?
Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying earlier. That's what you can go out into the real world and observe and test and measure what both sides are saying, and see which one holds up to reality.
Evolution is purely naturalistic. It can't be divinely revealed.
Your knowledge of it can't be.
Oh, who can be revealed by?
In a God model universe, it's not. It's as divine as all other processes. It's all upheld by the commandments of God.
Wait. So you're saying evolution is upheld by the commandments of God?
If you believe in an omnipotent God, yes. If you don't believe in an omnipotent God, no.
I thought
you're in direct contradiction. You're in direct contradiction of the scripture because you have to throw out the belief in the Bible and God in order to believe in evolution because the first two people are Adam and Eve, bro.
Wait, so what does that mean, like, upheld by the commandments of God? Like, what commandment did God give that, like, sanctions
Are we doing this right now, Jedi?
When we talk about natural laws in a universe created by God, those aren't natural. Those are divine.
Okay, what chapter and verse?
Created by God. Lad, there are other gods than those in your book. I'm talking about all gods making the claim to omnipotent creators.
I don't quite get your point because it just doesn't.
How do how do the natural laws exist if not by God's command?
Well, because
Jedi save us.
Wait, so you're saying how do natural laws exist because they're in the created
natural
order?
laws, you say?
Yeah, if God created the world, how do the natural laws in that world exist if not by divine command?
If there are laws, there is a lawgiver.
Ooh, facts.
I think you're meaning to say what is it? A divine decree, not like God like command.
The point is, it's a direct divine thing happening. It's not natural in any like meaningful.
There's no natural law of evolution.
You're saying that if evolution were to exist, it would have to be directed by God.
If you believe in an omnipotent creator deity, yes.
Okay, but like even if we grant you that like some form of like evolution exists, I don't see how like God is out the equation.
I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm saying that evolution is perfectly compatible with a great many gods. I don't think it's very compatible with Yahweh of the.
Man, evolution is bankrupt, bro. Bankrupt evolution. If you can't be talking about evolution, the new thing you need to talk about, I kid you not, is these aliens. You wait until they open the hatch. They're gonna come down.
Nah, bro. I thought he was gonna cook there for a second. Yeah, you ruined it.
Yeah.
I want to pop you back off mute a bit, but go ahead, Jedi.
It's fine. These conversations do go off in these directions sometimes, but before we get too lost in the weeds,
sorry guys.
No, you're fine, buddy. But at the end of the day, we're not going to get lost in the weeds because we'll be here for hours. But we can put these things to the test that T-Dub was talking about earlier. We can go out to the world and we can observe it and we can measure it, right? And that's what we do. Whatever a book says, whatever your religious bent is, we can test those theories or ideas in the physical and natural world.
Yeah,
Right,
bro, we're gonna stick to the Earth for a bit. Yeah, facts.
But on the Earth, we can measure things like spectra. How do you explain the sun's spectra if you don't believe it's a big ball of fire?
It can't be a
Continuous
fire. Period.
Wait, lines. And what the Fraunhofer lines show us within the second solar spectrum that we received about 12 years ago.
I guess to go back to like the Earth, I don't know who I was talking to. I think it was who was it?
Creation Bear. Yep.
So I saw this picture. How do you respond to this like picture right here? It's like,
oh my god, this is flatter.ws. What are we doing? Okay, listen, that picture on the right, I want you just to pick any random flat earther in here, like either maybe Jedi or T-Dub. Ask them if that's the flat earth right there. Go ahead.
Is that the flat Earth?
No. The one on the right is a globe-centric north polar projection, known as that AE, azimuth or equidistant projection. That's a globe that's squashed out, and Antarctica is made the perimeter or circumference of that circle around the north. So no, it's just a global projection, dude. It's not a flat Earth model or anything.
Oh, so how does wait? So I'm so confused.
Your flat Earth model.
According to you,
no, it's not. No, it's not. Whoever just said humanity, no, it's not.
I'll tell you why the mean is mathematically incorrect too. It's because south is pointing. You're showing here that south is pointing everywhere away from north, splayed out in a radial fashion from a common point of origin. But this is a projection. So what this is actually depicting is the globe just flattened out, and those arrows are all pointing to a common point. Those arrows pointing outward from north are all pointing to one common point. Because if you could take a star in the sky in the south that is like a South Pole star and project that out too, it's going to form a ring on a map that's projected like this as well. So they would have to project the arrows in addition to projecting the Earth in order to be consistent. Those arrows would end up fanning out and form a ring around the outer perimeter. It's a globe projection.
Yeah.
What is your flat Earth model?
There is none, dude. We're literally just all we're dealing with is the Earth itself outside. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. Do you benchmark claims of reality against a model or against reality? Look, nature is our true reference. Nature is our benchmark, not a mathematical model.
Then you're not flat Earthers.
Yes, we are. The Earth itself is flat, dummy.
You want to straw man what we believe, and that's not going to happen.
If you're saying that outside your house, you're not on a hill, you're not on a slope, you're on something flat, sure, dude. Who cares?
No,
but that's not what people mean when they say flat Earth.
Profile. Hold tight. That's an elevation profile. If you want to figure out how tall your mountain is, that will be above mean sea level. Mean sea level being the horizontal reference datum for you to talk about elevation.
No.
Yes,
He's not willing to establish that it's horizontal.
Sorry, that's what we do.
Yeah, it measures that way.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean it is horizontal, right? What something measures and what something is aren't necessarily the same thing.
Yes, they are.
Sorry,
yes.
Hold on. Do you know what horizontal is?
Yes.
Good. So you'll understand that all horizontals are parallel to the plane of the horizon?
No, that doesn't
follow. No. So all horizontals are not parallel to the plane of the horizon?
That's an unnecessary assumption. And in fact, even talking about horizons is an unnecessary assumption. This guy isn't willing to commit.
That's the very definition, pal.
He is unwilling to say that a horizon even exists.
Listen, flat Earth is flat Earth is the only one with the measurement.
Honestly, you should have left humanity on mute. You're retarded, dude.
Okay, wait.
There isn't willing to commit to there actually being a flat Earth that extends any meaningful distance, then there isn't a horizon he's willing to acknowledge.
The whole distance.
Sorry, what?
Yes,
the whole distance? Oh, so what does it look like?
Do you think the horizon's geometric?
You don't
could just open your. Hold on, you're
before.
You're yapping. That's not the model. First, you called it a map. He said, "What does it look like?" Why don't you open your eyes? That's the only way you can see it is by looking at it. from your eyeballs. What other point of view are you going to get?
So I got
If you notice, a map looks different than the outside of my house. The outside of my house doesn't show me what things look like on a broader scale.
Okay. Well, there's lots of maps, sir.
Neither does
There's
a
no
map.
such thing as one
asking
map
you
of the
which one.
reality.
I'm asking you, which can you present a map?
No,
present
let
a
me
map
answer.
that
Bro, you're
accurately-
yapping. You're yapping. Hold
No,
on.
I'm not yapping.
1 second. Yes, you are. We're going to pop you on mute for a second. There are lots of maps. Many, many maps. In fact, I will grab them for you. The question is there even such a thing as one map that represents all of the Earth? Even if the Earth was a globe, is there such thing as only this is the map? Go ahead, what do you think?
Represents? Yes. That's trivially easy.
Okay, post it. Okay, great. Post it in the chat. Let's take a look at the map of reality. Let's have a look. The one map. The one true
map of reality.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, now you're doing crazy shit. I didn't say anything about true.
No, the one true map that represents the Earth.
No.
What is
Stop talking about one true map. That's
crazy. What I said.
I don't think he knows what a map
what
is
you
or
asked
how one's
for,
been
but that's
made.
a
I don't think he
crazy
knows what a
statement.
coordinate reference system is versus the terrain that's being represented on that coordinate reference system.
Just attacking me at random?
Yeah, I'm going to
We're not
attack you.
attacking at random.
What's a map? Define a map.
Why are you being an asshole?
Define a map.
We're having
If you're
a
going to talk about
conversation. Why are you
maps,
trying to destroy
define
that?
a map? Because you're a troll.
How about
So
we
define a
actually
map,
talk
or you
on
go
what we
mute.
were talking
How
about?
that? We will play a game called Define a Map or Go on Mute. Go.
We will play a game called You're Derailing. Stop being an asshole.
Okay, you're done.
This is our panel. Yeah, you're done. Dude, this is our panel. We'll run it how we see fit. You're asking us about our flat Earth model. There must be a map. There must be a model. Well, even in your worldview, there's no such thing as this is the map. There are many maps, and I posted them in the chat. I don't know how you don't understand.
Correct. And when you told him about the map and there is no correct map that you can rely on, he said, "Oh, you're not a flat earther, because you need to have a map if you want to be a flat earther." Oh,
I also stated multiple times that we benchmark claims of reality against reality and not a conception of it, like a map or a model. And then you insisted on a map or a model. I mean, I don't know what to do with a doofus like you.
Yeah, he left, honestly. I agree.
Yeah, he left.
Like, that's our ultimate point. We're like, well, we just go off of the Earth directly outside. Oh, well, then how do I look at it? Open your eyes, ding dog. What do you mean? How do you look at it? There's lots of ways to imagine it, aka all those maps I posted in the chat. But none of those, there is no such thing as one map of the period.
I can jump in. So I guess
Necros, you're hot miking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Someone's background. Yeah, so I guess to kind of switch it, my whole question to all the flat earthers, if the Earth is flat, then how do you explain this in side chat?
Here we go, bro. Here we freaking go, bro.
Bro, seriously, if we wasted our time with you,
yeah,
the fuck?
Get out of
No
here.
one's taking you seriously.
Just like the last guy who left who couldn't define what a map is, you're probably going to leave too if you keep this up.
Bro, I'm joking, chill.
So you gotta suck stuff in your mouth. Sorry, bro.
No, you're alright. It's just a bit disappointing.
It was. I give it like a 1 out of 10.
Just disappointing.
We do have Fate L. Welcome. Fate L. Is this your first time here, or have you been here before?
Yeah. What's your brother Cal? Cal, Superman, come on.
I mean, maybe we can change it to Fate W, but you gotta come off mute. Oh, he says he's doing loud stuff. All right, no worries. We'll come back to them later. And Derek is gone as well. Incredible, bro. Oh, hell's a girl.
Find out we're not messing around and they all leave because they came to do just that.
What
you have to the question, bro?
I mean, L's in the chat right now.
Misogyny.
Honestly, we're cooking right now. We have Benno. Benno, you wanna try again, dude?
Hey, what's going on? Sorry, I was deafened. What was the question?
You know, when it comes to the globe, is that something you understand a lot, a little, or you're still learning about it?
About the globe?
Yeah.
Very little. Nothing. Not learning anything new about the globe.
Okay. What about flat Earth? Is that something you understand a little, a lot? You're still learning?
A little and still learning.
Okay. If you understand a little, what is it that you already understand?
Excuse me. Well, my selling point to someone when I come across them is the properties of water. That it will always settle level. Water can't bend. So when you're looking out,
You're off to a good start.
so I know that much. I know that water can't bend, and that it always settles flat, level, always goes down.
That's pretty good.
Never up.
It's pretty.
Yeah, you get a gold star for that.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
So when you started saying something about when you look out, I was curious to hear you. Could you finish the rest of that? When you look out at what?
When you're looking out at the horizon, it's always to your eye level. So the horizon never dips. It never.
Sorry, that's not true. The horizon does.
So when I taken off in a plane, that horizon is always at my eye level.
Right.
So
Okay. I get you. I just want to help you understand something a little bit better, because you're talking about your eye level and the horizontal plane below you. You understand something like train tracks, right? Even though they're parallel to each other and look like they meet, they actually don't. When you gain in altitude, it looks like the horizon comes up to your eye level, but in things like celestial navigation, we do something called a horizon dip angle correction, because the horizon is slightly lower than your level of your eye. So the horizon doesn't always come up to meet your eye. It looks like it does, but when we measure it, it doesn't. Just so you know.
Wow. There you go. Yeah. Cool.
And I'm only saying this because that's something that I used to say like 2017, 2018 until I knew better. I'm not saying that you don't, my friend. It's just a common misconception that some people have.
Yep. And what else does a newbie flat earther know? Yeah, look, I've got a bit of stage fright at the moment, so nothing's coming to mind.
You were fine, buddy. You started off really well with you started off really well with the water stuff, though. I mean, that's probably the primary argument, right? The surface of the Earth that is 70+% water. Water is used as a horizontal reference datum. You put those two together, then the Earth can't be a globe because the water's horizontal. It's the best place to start, dude.
Yeah, I like it. I like that one. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It's also strange in Australia, Perth, where I'm located. I'm constantly seeing the sun and the moon together. So that's weird.
I think that goes much to talking about the surface of the Earth, though.
Yeah, they come together every 28 days.
Yeah.
And what, can the whole world see that?
Yeah, it's called the new moon.
Yeah, I think that's what
No,
the
no,
synodic
when you
month.
see-
It's
when- no,
called the
when you-
synodic month is when the moon returns to the sun every 28 days.
Okay, so you can physically see the moon in the sky during the day and the sun.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
Fact check me on synodic month. It's something like that.
Okay, I thought it was only visible in certain parts.
No, dude.
Okay, and what? No one questions that when they look up and they see the moon during the day?
Depends what phase of the moon it is. So if it's,
like
for
a full
example,
moon.
yes, if it's a full moon during the day, heliocentric model's got a massive problem. And we do see full moons during the day.
Yeah.
If we see a crescent moon around midnight between 11 and 2, heliocentric model's got a problem. Because we should only see crescent moons during the morning and the evening when they're just coming out or just going into the new moon phase. And 14 days later, we should only see a full moon when it's nighttime. It's worth looking into the model with regards to how they explain moon phases and so on, and this, that, and the other, and then take your observations and see these things they shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a person like yourself has read the Book of Enoch, but I don't know, maybe let's just stick to...
Yeah.
Right, because Enoch's not the proof, it's the
more
icing on the
questions?
cake.
Ooh, another one. Moonlight temperature. Have you guys tried experimenting with the shadows of the moon?
Fascinating, but very difficult to control for, and I don't trust the result.
Okay. But you do feel, it does feel when there's a full moon out, like it does feel colder in general, right?
Yeah, anecdotally, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's also like nighttime. So, I mean, is it normal for the nighttime to be warmer than the daytime? I mean,
Right, and when the wind blows just a little bit, maybe even imperceptibly,
yeah,
chilling. Yep. So,
I mean, bro, listen, just pro tip, we're in season 9, like the whole cold moonlight thing, that's kind of like season 1, season 2.
It's a chilling.
Yeah, see, I only got on board early.
It doesn't debunk the globe, and it doesn't prove the flat Earth at all. It's not a proof for anything. Moon is cold, okay.
looking back, CB, do you get the impression that some of these claims were put out there to make us look dumb?
Yeah, facts, bro. Of course,
just the fact that the moon doesn't have the Earth shine on it through the day shows you that it's not a solid object. Yeah.
I definitely believe it's light. It's not solid.
Yeah, a lot of the season 1 stuff seems to have been intentionally designed to mislead our very young and burgeoning community and make us follow these false trails down this rabbit path.
It's because flat Earth's not the ultimate truth.
What? What is the ultimate truth, bro? Gotta hear this.
You smoking that good stuff over there? Or what?
Here we go.
Biggie's here. Let's go.
The Torah is the ultimate truth.
You got somebody in the back. You got somebody